Wow! Hello! Welcome back for more Umineko this time. Yay! I actually missed this game, but my throat was not so good, so I don't think I could read. So, but now I feel so much better from probably not reading too much. So let us continue. Also, Bunny, hello. I hope you're doing well. Okay, let's continue. I think last time Losa and Maria got killed by the witches. And that's all I remember.
ようやく落ち着いてくれたようや。
You fed her some drugs? Fentanyl, that's what it is. Hideyoshi wiped his own forehead. For a time, Eva had seemed to be having a very painful nightmare, but it appeared that she had finally fallen asleep. As promised, he still gripped Eva's hand. Sure. He thought it would probably be alright to let go about now. But he faithfully continued to hold her hand. Every once in a while, his hand would get tired and he would switch between his right and his left. But even so, as promised, he never let go of her hand. At that time, there was a heavy knock. Eva had finally managed to fall asleep, so Hideyoshi grimaced for just an instant.
Aniki! Hideyoshi-san! Sumane!
No, you must be quiet. Our imaginary Eva is sleeping.
Rosa wa soko ni iru ka?
Why would they in my room? It was Ludolpho's voice. What could it be? Hideyoshi headed for the door, hiding his footsteps so that he would not wake Eva. It was definitely Ludolpho's voice, but just in case, he opened the door without removing the chain.
なんや、ローザさんがどないかしたんか。
ローザとマリアちゃんの姿が見えないんだ。一緒にいるかと思って。
Why?
どうかで叱っとったの聞こえたで。その後静かになったからロビーに戻ったと思っとったんだが。
Yeah, probably.
あのバカ。
Ludolpho clicked his tongue. There we go. Sound effects. Oh my! Other people could be seen in the corridor. It had been some time since Losa went out into the corridor, and she had still not returned, so they had begun to worry. Near the front door, Natsuhi pointed at the removed chain. What?
チェーンは開いてますし、
Yeah, because they're not in there?
やっぱりバラを見に表へ行ったのでしょう。
鍵を開けっぱなしで出ていくなど、不用心が過ぎるな。困ったやつだ。
それより今はローザさんとマリアちゃんの身が心配よ。
I'm worried about Losa. Maria, not so much.
だな。おいガキども、マリアちゃんのバラってのはどこにあったんだ？
I don't know.
確かあれはバラ庭園の真ん中の花壇だったと思います。
あの二人がそこにいるなら行けばすぐにわかるはずです。
親父、すぐに連れ戻した方がいいだろうぜ。
No kidding.
前だ。二人とも連れ戻してお尻ペンペンしてやるぜ。
Spying who? Losa?
俺がひとっ走り行ってくる。
No, take more people.
俺が出たらすぐに鍵をしろよ。
No, 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 no. Bring more people.
親父、俺も付き合うぜ。
Yeah.
バカ抜かせ。ガキはママとお留守番って相場が決まってら。
That works too. It's safe here. Let me stay here.
どうしたの？何かあったの？
すまんな、起こしてしまったか。ローザさんがマリアちゃんを連れて表へ出たらしい。なんとも不用心なこっちゃ。
ローザとマリアちゃんが表へ？バラ庭園へ？
Yes.
そうや。ああ、聞こえとったか。マリアちゃんはバラが見たいと騒いどったからな。
ダメよ。バラ庭園に行っちゃダメ。
Why not? It's beautiful this time of year.
ローザを呼び止めて。
Too late.
呼び止めるもなんももうずいぶん前に出て行っとるようや。まったく不用心な話やで。
違うの。バラ庭園はダメ。あそこには魔女がいる。そして生贄を待ってる。ローザ行っちゃダメ。
Oh no, he's pregnant. Eva cut herself up again, holding her head. Her complexion looked very bad.
どうしたんや。 熱にうなされて何か悪い夢でも見たんか？
夢よね。
Yeah, indeed.
バラ庭園で魔女がローザたちを。
Yep, yep. There was no cake, no sea of jelly, no spooders, no nothing.
そうよね、夢よね。
落ち着くんや。この部屋にはわしもおる。チェーンもかかっとる。窓かて鎧戸が下ろしてあるし、銃まであるんや。
Oh, you have a gun. Right.
この部屋はさながら要塞やで。
Well, to be more accurate, Eva has a gun.
なんも恐れることなんかあらへん。
For sure. Hideyoshi beat his chest, trying to calm her, but Eva's insecure expression did not change. Under the covers, Eva kept praying that the grotesque nightmare she had just had was only a dream. Dream. My eyes! Oh, we saw
ル
this.
ドルフがバラ庭園中央にてローザ、マリアの遺体を確認。
I like how we go full detective mode in this episode. Okay. Died. Oh my god, the wound is so huge. Died in the Lost Garden with her medulla oblongata having been pierced by the spear-shaped part of the fence. If Maria's death hadn't been murder, it may have been possible to suspect an accident. It was this very woman who became the sacrifice for the birth of the new witch. Why's her head like that? Corpse discovered in the Lost Garden. The cause of death is strangulation, probably barehanded. Thinking about the situation, it seems reasonable to think that she was killed after Losa, and then her blood became the red ink for the witch's oath. Maybe what happened was Losa strangled Maria's throat. Then Losa could not accept what just happened, ram her head, or whatever the part is, into the fence. It was a suicide. There we go. No more death, for sure.
その後、ゲストハウスに戻って応援を呼び、両名をゲストハウスに運び込みました。南條の検視を信頼できるならば、ローザの死因は円髄部への柵の先端部分による一つ。
If I remember correctly, last time they confirmed in Red Truth that these 6 people here actually died, so they are not playing dead to kill someone else. So it's either Losa doing the murder suicide, or it was Eva who used Hideyoshi for alibi fabrication or something. I don't know.
マリアについては素手による考察と考えられます。ただし悪魔の証明により誤審率は否定できません。
わらわが赤にて語る。
Ah, good.
ローザとマリアは死亡した。死因は男女の見立て通り。
The cause of death was a stab? But she didn't get shot? Like someone really rammed her head into the fence? That's hardcore.
雲にも食われておらんし、ケーキの山に潰されたわけでもない。
I like I like how she make that face.
安心せよ。
But what if?
あれだけ死をもてあそび、死体が綺麗だからいいだろうってのどうかよ。
Yeah, but she did not play with the corpse. It was Eva.
俺は絶対に許さねえぞ。
Maho Shoujo Eva.
あのローザおばさんに対する無残な仕打ちの数々、絶対に忘れねえし許さねえからな。
だからあれはわらわではないというに。
Her face is so. She looks like a teenage schoolgirl.
やつの仕打ちに比べたらはるかに安らかな死を与えたはず。
Here's a radical thought. How about we kill no one?
うるさい黙れ。
No, you're so
お
cold.
前とは口を聞かない。18人しか島にいないと言い切られ、すでに8人が死んでいる以上、
Him.
容疑者は10人に絞られる。
Easy peasy.
その中の誰かが殺したってんだろう。あるいは事故死かもな。マリアが発作的に泣きわめき、
Oh God, he's going to say it, isn't he? Losa grab, grab Maria by the neck. Then she died, and Losa somehow stumbled into the fence. Please say this, please.
それを泣き止まそうとしたローザおばさんは力の加減を誤ってつい殺してしまったとか。
Yay!
それで動転して滑って転んで柵に倒れて運悪く死んでしまった。
Yeah, I am Ushinomiya Batola.
どうだよ。
Excellent job.
これで魔女も魔法も出番なしだ。
Yeah, that works too, I guess.
ああ、そういうわけではないぞ。
There's a string of accidental death. That's concerning, don't you think?
実はだな、ローザとマリア
Oh,
は
say it. Say it in red.
うるさい。
I dare you.
お前とは口を聞かないと言っている。
No, she was about to say the red truth, no?
目障りだから消えろ。化け物。
You're so mean. Batola said that without rage, but with a horribly cold voice. Beato had also felt something out of place since the beginning. In a fight, both of them could go at each other without restraint. However, he wouldn't even step into the ring. She could feel that coldness. Beato wasn't pleased about that. She thought about flaming up, but she held back, maybe even though she was innocent and childish. Innocent? She had enough sense to realize that she should not fight.
なら姿を消すか。
No!
続きを引き継ぐ。
Waifu, no!
かしこまりました。よろしいですか、バトラ様。
問題のない申し出です。バトラ君がベアトの顔を見たくないというなら、それもありかと。
好きにしろよ。その化け物の顔を見なくて済むならなんだって構わないぞ。
You're mean.
なあ、ちょっと待てよ。さっきから化け物と。わらわはひどい言われようではないか。
True.
なぜにわらわはそこまでバトラに毛嫌いされねばならぬというのか。
It's not, yeah, it's not like you killed all these people in the first 2 episodes. No way.
あれらはすべてわらわではなく、わらわの弟子の仕業であろうが。
Did you forget about the first episode?
別に俺はさっきのことだけで腹を立ててるわけじゃねえぜ。一番最初からだ。
See?
なあ、バトラ、誤解するなよ。わらわとそなたはゲームを通して対峙し合うプレイヤー同士なだけではないか。
She's weird. Did she have no understanding that that people get sad when their friend and family dies? Well, if we go by the Kuwadorian Beatrice, then maybe she doesn't know. I guess.
互いに相手を苦しめるために差し手を探るが。
勘違いするな。俺はお前が魔女を認める認めないのおかしなゲームのライバルだから嫌ってるんじゃない。お前の無意味に残酷なところがどうしても許せないだけなんだ。
そりゃ連続殺人を通してのゲームだからな。
Can you just make a hypothetical people? Like just make up like person A, person B or something.
多少は残酷になるのはやむを得まいだろ
さっきのことだけじゃない。前回だって前々回だってみんなの腹を裂いてお菓子を詰め込んだり顔面を耕したり。
But to be fair, I think that's to hide the fact that they shot him.
それに何の意味があった
They shot those people in cold blood.
う。それはもう
Say it.
密室殺人だのトリックだのアリバイだの、そこまでは100歩譲ってやる。お前は魔法殺人だと主張したいんだから、そういう手の込んだ事件を起こさざるを得ないことを100歩譲って理解してやってもいい。しかしあれらのグロテスクな殺人に一体どれほどの意味があるというのか。
No, I feel like if Beatrice just present herself like this in the second episode, then I feel like Butterfly would be more receptive towards her. No?
それはその別に。
そうさ。
Why do I feel like my eyes are weird? It is. Okay, it is weird. Let me fix this real quick. Oh god, I don't know why the eyes refuse to work. Please give me some moment. Okay. Oh god, it's not working. Yeah, hopefully it's normal now.
何の意味もない。お前はただ悪ふざけで死者を切り刻んで面白がっているだけだ。それは魔女だからとか魔法じゃなきゃできないからとかそういうのじゃない。
Yeah, episode 2, I feel like he was very nasty.
ただお前が面白半分に残酷の限りを尽くしているだけなんだ。それはお前が魔女だからとかそういうことじゃない。ただただ人として許せないものがあるからだ。
なんだよその人としてってやつは。
例えば今回のゲームの第1の番の6人。まあじい様の黒焦げはともかく他の5人の死体は不要に死者を恥ずかしめない普通の殺し方だった。
Oh god, my eyes! Let me fix this again. Okay, I hope this works.
凶器が槍だか銃だかははっきりしないが とにかく殺しの中じゃまだ許容できるマシなものだった。
Well, Kyuso gets burned all the time. I don't know what's up with that. Either he's a pyromaniac or something we don't know happens.
前回前々回の第一の番での非常識さ残酷さに比べればはるかにマシだった。そして今回の6つの密室をつなげた連鎖密室、まあまあ面白かったぜ。あれをお前とやりとりしてるときは今だから白状するが少しだけ楽しいと思った。
I don't remember what happened that time. She said it's not suicide. She refused to say that it's all homicide. I don't remember if she says that it was not accidental. I guess she was about to say that, and then Lenove pulled her away.
自分の存在を認めさせようと必死になるお前とそれを否定しようと必死になる俺。
Which probably means that it wasn't accidental. So how do you die without homicide, accident, or suicide? I can only guess natural cause, but disease? Like someone got a heart attack and died in the closed room? I mean, that works, I guess. But I feel like that's probably an up Baron Castelli like alley, not Beatrice. So hopefully she's not going to pull that.
どっちも必死で全力だ。おかしな話だが俺はお前との間にささやかなスポーツマンシップさえ感じたものさ。
Sportsmanship.
俺とお前は相入れない存在だが全く理解できない存在でもないかもしれないとわずかに思えた。だがその気持ちはついさっき微塵も残らずに吹き飛んだ。
It was Ava.
だからそなたは誤解しておる。あれはわらわではなく。
違う、俺はそういう話をしてるんじゃない。お前はローザおばさんがひどい殺し方を何度も何度も繰り返されるのを見て面白い見せ物だと嘲笑った。それを見て俺は深く失望した。お前が今回少しはマシな殺し方を選んだのは何かのちょっとした気まぐれなんであって本来の残酷な性分には何の変わりもないんだと分かって、それどころかお前は残酷な死を純粋に楽しんでさえいる。俺に意地悪をするためだけに残酷を尽くしてるんじゃない。
Was she enjoying that death?
お前は本当に純粋に残酷を楽しんでいる。
Or is she trying to bait Batola to play? I don't know what's the reward.
楽しめる性分なんだ。お前はローザおばさんが何度もむごたらしく殺されているのを俺に楽しいだろうと言った。嫌味で言ったんじゃない。心底から楽しくてそれを俺にも共感してほしくて楽しいだろうと言ったんだ。その瞬間俺は失望し悟った。
Well, to be fair, as far as Beatrice is concerned, she thinks that the people are just chess pieces, right? I mean, you can just prepare the game again, so they are just like NPC for us. So I guess that's understandable. Although it's a bit poor form to still like desecrate someone's family members, even if they're not real. Well, they're real, but the desecration was done to the not real person, I guess.
お前が魔女だとかそうでないとか、俺はお前のその残酷さが許せない。そして理解できない。許すこともできない。だが魔女を認めるか否定するかというゲームは続ける。自ら降りて敗北を認めたりはしないさ。だがそのゲームにお前の無意味な残酷さは何の必要もない。だから俺はお前を対戦相手として認めないことにする。
How are we going to play with Runaway?
ロノウェの方が100倍増した。
How are you sure that he's not enjoying this, but he's just a bit more subtle?
お前のような残酷趣味はない。あったとしても俺の前でそれをひけらかす悪趣味はない。
Oh, okay.
そうさ、お前は悪趣味だ。残酷で心がなく、だから理解することができない。
I feel like I should play the Evangelion OP every time he says Sangoku or Crew.
相手として不快だ。だから俺はお前の顔を二度と見たくない。
After Batola had finished his rant, Beato was shocked into silence for a long time. Maybe he could not understand what she was being told, or maybe this was a sign that she was doing all she could in an effort to understand. Oh my god! She's blue screening! Oh no! For a while, she kept switching between angry expressions, frustrated expressions, bold expressions, as though she did not even know herself what attitude she should take. In the end, she made her face into a candid expression, as though she had come to her senses, and shrugged her shoulders as though she was tired.
なら好きにすればよい。わらわは以後ロノウェを通してゲームを続けることにする。わらわが姿を見せないのであれば文句ないであろう。
とりあえずはな。だがお前の重ねてきた残酷な行為の数々を、だから絶対にお前を認めない。そのためにもお前に売られた喧嘩を俺から降りない。
You better... This better be true. Don't just surrender like last time.
そして絶対に負けない。それだけだ。
ベアとこれ以上言い訳を重ねても彼の心象は変わりませんよ。後で話があります。それまで下がっていなさい。
わかった。それでは呼ばれるまで姿を消している。
Bye bye! How convenient. Looking lonely, Beato turned her back to them and hid herself. She disconnected from Discord Loom channel. Batola watched, a slightly displeased expression on his face. He thought his argument had been valid, but for some reason his mood did not clear up.
あいつはバカだろ。
そうですね。バカで素直です。
あのバカ。ローザおばさんが残酷に殺されるところを俺と見て。
Oh, wait. Maybe she got axe to grind, I guess, with the people of Ushinomiya. Yeah, that makes sense. Maybe she likes that because, I don't know, maybe everyone wronged Beatrice like somehow?
満面の笑みで振り返りやがった。あの残酷症。本気で俺と笑い合えると信じてやがったんだ。俺とその感情を共有できると、あの無邪気な笑顔を見て、俺は最低な気持ちになったぜ。むしろこれまでのように意地悪な面で言われた方がずっとマシだった。
1,000 years and she doesn't know how people are affected by friend and family's death? Okay.
お嬢様は友達というものを持った試しのない
Oh,
方で
there we
す。
go.
それどころかあれほど強くものを言われたことさえなかったでしょう。私もマダムも共に付き人。
What do you mean? I thought Valkyria can scold her.
何を申し上げてもお耳には届きません。お嬢様にはこれも。
ふざけるな。俺はあいつの友達になった覚えはないぞ。
そうでございますね。失礼いたしました。
一つだけあなたに感謝を。あの子のゲームを降りないでくれてありがとう。
He spoke words of gratitude, but for some reason, Batola made a displeased face. Then, as though finding devotion in his own bad mood, he chuckled.
魔女やら悪魔やらに礼を言われるようになっちゃ俺もおしまいだな。ゲームを再開しようぜ。もちろん手心を加えるつもりはないからな。
望むところです。お嬢様と違い私は熱くはなりませんよ。
Good.
俺の手はすでに刺したぜ。ローザおばさんが犯人で事故死と仮定すれば魔女は否定できる。
That's no way.
ローザおばさんを疑いたくはないがベアトをぶっ潰すために今はあえてそうだと仮定する。
Imagine a Sherlock Holmes chapter that they died from accidents. That'd be amazing.
赤で否定を行います。
Oh, good.
ローザとマリアの二人は他殺です。
Okay, now he says homicides. Okay.
よし、そこから始めようじゃねえか。くそ、盛り上がらねえぜ。
What you said that and then we what? Okay. Since Losa and Mane had been killed, it had become clear that the murderer was still hiding somewhere. What? Trying to add even more murders to this chain. As he shed tears, Rudolph scolded Losa's body over and over for being legless. But Losa would never respond to that again. They decided to place the two bodies in one of the guest rooms and to seal it until the police arrived. The second murder, no, the murder of the second twilight, had delivered a heavy blow to everyone. Because it had blown away the optimism that some of them had held, the thought that actually a crime did not occur and it was all a game or a farce by Kinso and the servants. Trying to distract themselves from the sadness of losing the people they left, Georgie and Jessica had spent the whole time since morning talking about every possibility, and they had distracted their hearts by supposing that these murders might actually have all been an act, and that Shannon and Cannon were only pretending to be dead. When the murders occurred again, it destroyed their thought, and they were once again confronted with the fact that their loved ones had most definitely been killed. The tears that they thought had died away began to drip down once more, and Bartola could not think of anything to say to them. Chin up. Shut up. You'll just find someone else. Yeah. After that, to be extra cautious, all of the adults checked that all the rooms were safe and that everything was locked. They made certain that the shutters on of the windows were down and locked, and they checked that no one suspicious was hiding anywhere. This is like a anti-Batala measures. On top of that, they checked their weapons once again and made sure that each other's hearts were prepared so that they wouldn't hesitate to fire off a preemptive shot if they saw the shadow of a mysterious person. Furthermore, the gun Losa had been holding had been left near the place she had been found. Someone had gone out of their way to leave it there, so everyone suspected that it was some kind of trap. But when Hideyoshi made ingenious use of a fire iron to fire off a test shot, it discharged without a problem. What? Fire iron? Can you just shoot? Like normally, just pull the trigger or some such. My eyes! Why are you wasting bullets? With all 5 shots that had been loaded discharged without any problems as a result, it was reloaded with bullets and handed over to the only adult male who wasn't armed, Hideyoshi. However, the fact that it had been able to fire off 5 shots gave rise to a certain paranoia. This short barrel rifle could load a maximum of 5 shots. Maybe Losa, being genius, can shove the 6th round. In other words, Losa had not fired even once, and yet the 2 had probably been killed by someone with their bare hands. This meant there was a possibility that the crime had been committed by someone whose face they knew.
最初の殺人が起きた時、私は内心これが全て芝居である可能性を考えたの。南條先生には悪いけど、実は南條先生もグルで使用人たちが死んだということにして
I thought that was the case.
何かお父様が凝りに凝った大芝居を打った可能性もあると思った。だって彼らの密室状況は彼らの自作自演を想定しない限り生み出せないのだもの。
Okay, but why doesn't she assume that the envelope with the key was placed by an accomplice like Nanjo? Ooh.
僕たちもそれを疑いました。いえ、今もそうであってほしいと信じてます。
申し訳ないが、それはありません。
Because if the envelope with the key wasn't in the room in the first place, that means the culprit or the accomplice always have the key, so they can do whatever they want, locked whatever room they want, right? So, I mean, I don't know which of these 6 are the murderer, because the Red Truth said it's not a suicide. So I don't know, maybe Shannon or Canon went out there guns blazing, and then but how did the last person die? No idea. Someone else got them? Maybe? But when did that happen? Why would any of these commit murder? Or even these, to be fair. Because right now, it's possible that Eva commit murder because she found the gold. But those 6 people died before the epitaph was solved, right? Unless they lied to me about the timeline that the epitaph got solved, maybe Eva solved the epitaph way earlier and then went out there guns blazing, bang bang bang, and create the closed room. I guess. I don't have, I don't know.
私も老いぼれです。誤信もあるかもしれない。しかし、生き死にを間違えるようなことは絶対にない。
That's true. Unless you're accomplice.
分かってるよ。わざわざそれを口に出すなよ、南條先生。
Sorry.
すみません。
They could not know about it, but Beato had already proclaimed the deaths of the 6. No, this time the deaths of all victims so far in red. That faint dream that it was all a farce and that the victims were actually alive was sadly impossible. Oh no.
隣やこの島に屋敷に精通した何者かが潜んでいて。
That's right. Ava.
練りに練った犯行を実行したと考える方が自然だろうよ。つまりこの島には台風が来て外界と途絶された時点で18人以上の人間がいたんだ。
Yeah, to be fair, I would agree with Rudolph, but through magical means we know that it's not. And of course, they had no way of knowing this either. Wait. In the last episode, there's none of this. Fade to gray. Like this. What's going on? Are we in like a detective noir? That claim of Rudolphus had also been denied in raid. There are no more than 18 humans on this island. I know what happened. A squirrel shot them in the head. There we go. No need for humans. Animals are the real murderer.
こう考えると少しは辻褄が合うのかしら。つまり隠れ潜んでいる何者かは本来は今島にいるはずのない人物にもかかわらず、ローザさんが油断するような顔見知りの人物である可能性よ。
That would be weird.
それは例えばこの2日間のシフトに当たっていない使用人などですか？
I would think so.
それを言われると弱いな。我々は勤務を終えた彼らが離島するのを切符切りのように確認しているわけではない。
Why would you not do that?
数日前のシフトの使用人が離島したふりをして島内に留まっていたかもし
Yep,
れない
yep.
と
And they
仮定した。
camp out with canned food and canned shower. Yeah, that'll work.
否定するのは難しいね。
ローザさんもアホちゃうと思うで。
Oh, I think the theory of the servants that pretend to leave the island does have some hole in it. So it either means that they stash the food somewhere or they steal the food from the kitchen. So that sounds not so possible now that you think about it.
いるはずのない使用人がひょっこり姿を現したら普通は警戒バリバリや。
That's true.
顔見知りの犯行と決めつけるのもどうかと思うわ。
Oh, you're back. When did you? Okay.
暗がりから突然ローザが襲われて銃を奪われそうになった。
You of all people would say this? I'm very suspicious of you.
そしたらローザが転んで柵に頭を打ち動かなくなった。
Is that what happened? What?
ゲストハウスが近かったので銃声を嫌い素手でマリアちゃんを殺した。
Oh. I think Eva can do melee attacks. I remember. So it's even more possible that it's her, because in episode 1 and 2 it was like no outright melee attacks. Like everything can be explained by guns. But maybe this time. Okay, but couldn't you mask the gunshot as a lightning? I don't know.
そういう可能性もあるな。ただ、そうだとしてもだ。
So they didn't get. So Rosa did not get shot. She actually got rammed into the fence. Wait, it was a. Wait, it says homicide. But what would accident caused by other people towards the victims constitute an accident? I don't know.
現場にわざわざローザの銃を残していくだろうか。
Yeah, why would they leave a gun? Because she thinks they'll give the gun to Hideyoshi? Is she like playing 4D chess here? I'm so confused.
犯人が何を武装しているか知らねえが、こちらの銃は不安要素のはずだ。
Because at the time when Rosa and Maria is dead, I think the cousins are with each other. Everyone else are in the same room except Eva and Hideyoshi, who are in a separate room. So either these 3 are in on it, or these 5 are in on it, or these 2 are in on it. What is the probability of the only 2 people to be to be in on it, right?
その一丁をなびけるチャンスだったはずだぜ。
And the cousins absolutely don't have motives that I can guess. unless Butterfly is like a Terminator infiltrator or something. I don't know. And the adults are too many. I don't know why would gang up on Rosa in general. So that it must be Eva, right?
なぜわざわざ現場に残したの？
私は初めその銃を罠だと思ったの。チェス盤思考だとそうなる。
Because Eva know that the family is like what do you call it? Sort of a chauvinist, I guess, where they would prioritize man first. So since Hideyoshi is the only man without a gun, it's natural that the leftover gun would go to Hideyoshi, which could be Eva's accomplice. Hell yeah, it's coming together from that meme.
わざわざ残した以上、私たちの誰かに手に取らせたい。そして引き金を引かせたいに違いない。
You think that they can booby trap the gun? I don't know how to do that.
てっきり暴発して大怪我を負わせるような危険な仕掛けがされてるに違いないと思ってたわ。
Is that what happened to Natsuhi in episode 1?
でも現に大丈夫や。おそらく犯人も焦っとったんとちゃうか。今頃銃を奪うチャンスを逃したことを後悔しとるに決まっとるで。
Oh, I must say you're pretty cool when you're holding a gun. Accomplice Hideyoshi.
なんだか不愉快だな。銃なんか怖くもないっていう魔女のメッセージみたいでムカつくぜ。
I'll be so on if these if these two actually died. I would be so on. Oh God, I hope I'm right. But right, my reasoning is makes sense, right?
しかしいずれにせよ恐ろしい相手ですね。ローザさんが銃を持っていることは傍目にも分かったはずにもかかわらず襲いかかるとは。
They use CQC.
銃を恐れないという点を私たちは軽視するべきではありません。
夏日の言う通りだ。
Why did they not give Natsuhi a gun?
これまで以上に用心すべきだろう。
念のためなんだけど、ローザさんたちが外に出たと思われる頃、みんなはどこにいたのかしら。
Ah, alibi time. Here we go.
私と夏日、そしてルドルフとキリエさんはここで一緒だった。
Okay, West Nancho.
私がアリバイを保証する。
わしとエヴァも一緒だったで。
Right. And I believe you if I was born yesterday.
わしが保証するわ。
Yeah, for sure.
俺とジョージの兄貴ジェシカも一緒だったぜ。
Oh God. West Nancho?
ローザおばさんに2階へ戻ってろと怒鳴られ
What if it was Nancho?
すごそうといとこ部屋へ引き返したさ。
あの時マリアを行かせなければ。
Whatever.
それを言ってももうどうしようもないよ。
Oh, what are you gonna do? What are you going to do? Restrain her?
南條先生は
Uh-oh.
私は2階の部屋で本を読んでおりました。
You're the man! You're the man, Nancho! Oh
一人でお
no!
りましたので、誰にもアリバイは証明できませんが。
Oh no, Nancho! Oh no! What if he's a murderer? Nah, he doesn't have motives.
子供たちと一緒に2階へ戻ったのは皆さんも見ているはずです。
Return upstairs with the children. Yeah, but would anyone see him leave? Because no one saw Eva left, so...
これを言い出したらキリがないが、窓から飛び降りてローザを襲って。
Nancho, jump off the window. Cool.
雨どいでもよじ登ってまた戻ってきた。
Ludolfo, he's not SEO Auditoria from Assassin's Creed.
めっそうもない。この楼体に2階から飛び降りたりよじ登ったりなどというゲートを
Well, Kinso probably could do that. So wouldn't you say that maybe Kinso did that? I mean, they didn't know about the late truth.
やめましょう。互いを疑うのは。それよりも互いを信頼し合って子供たちのためにもここの安全を死守することの方が先決です。
And Nasahi is so wholesome.
そうだな。夏日さんの言う通りだ。今は内部を疑い合うのをやめよう。
そうね。
What about you, Eva? What do you think?
犯人探しなんて私たちには無用かもしれないわ。
Eva.
ただ明日まで生き残り警察に通報してその指示に従うだけ。犯人が誰かなんて警察が必ず暴き出してくれるのだから。
For sure.
どうしたんやエヴァ。まだ体調は悪いんとちゃうか。
Oh no, I feel sick. I must kill more people. Oh no.
母さんどうしたの？大丈夫？
ごめんなさい。まだ熱が高いみたいなの。大丈夫だから放っておいて。
Oh no. The blood for the blood god. I must feed or some such. When they looked, they saw Eva standing at the floor, her breathing harsh again. She had been able to act firm for a time due to the urgency of the situation. Stanley! Hello! I hope you're doing well. Umineko time. I miss them so much. Well, I miss Beatrice and the Maho Shoujo Eva Obasan. But it seemed her body wasn't at its best after all. Oh, here she is.
あの二人は私が殺した。これで黄金のことを知っているのは私たちだけ。他の兄弟たちにはかけら一つだって譲りはしないの。
What are you going to do with the gold, imaginary friend?
なんてことを。あれだけの莫大な黄金なのよ。ローザたちに分け前をあげたって全く問題はなかったでしょうに。
あるわよ。あれは後宮家の当主だけが引き継げる黄金なの。
Really? I don't remember.
だからこそそれは全て丸ごと当主の栄誉そのものなの。それにわずかほどでも傷をつけることはこの私、新しき黄金の魔女ベアトリーチェが絶対に許さないわ。
あなたは魔女の碑文通りに殺人を続けるつもりなの？まさかあと5人も人殺しを続けるつもりなの？
Well, at least we can rejoice that Hideyoshi and Georgie would be safe, right? You rewatch Tron Legacy at your friend's home theater the other day. One of your favorite movies. You were geeking out. I see. I was binge watching Terminators, like all the movies from Saturday to before streaming today. Finally, I watched all of them. It was good. They were good. Some of them could be better, but now I like Terminators. So expect some Terminators reference in like this stream and coming streams, I suppose. Terminator 2 was a masterpiece, right? I think Terminator 2, I like Terminator 2 the most for me. Have I watched Tron? The name sounds familiar. I don't know if is it like a movie about? Is it like a game going into the game world with a lot of like brew lines or something and motorcycle or whatever? I don't remember. It's been so long. So even if I say I have watched them, I probably forgot everything about the movies. I remember it's on TV, like a normal TV program. So I think I watched them, but I don't remember. It's such a unique aesthetics, right? Feels like sci-fi or futuristic, I guess. Maybe I'll rewatch them if I have a time. Still one of the best looking movie. Really? I don't remember that much. ふむふむ。
その面倒な儀式を終えないと私の魔女としての力は完全なものにならないらしいの。
Why do you want to be a witch?
私この魔女の力は本当にすごいわ。私たちが妄想してきた全てが本当に実現できる。夢が夢でなくなる力なの。
How about you make more gold with your magics? See how easy it works? Beatrice would have left Tron. Okay, I don't know why. Why would that be?
この力を知ってしまったらもう魔女はやめられない。儀式を完全に終えて私の力が完全なものになればきっとそれをあなたにも教えてあげられるわ。
Right. She's sleepy.
バカなことはやめて。魔女ごっこはもう十分でしょ。私たちは黄金を見つけたわ。そして次期当主の座だって約束されてるわ。ほんの少しの綱渡りは必要だろうけど、もうそれは絶対に叶う夢。
Watching a grown woman talking to her imaginary friend is a unique experience.
なのにこれ以上あなたは何を望むというの？
私は魔女になりたかったわ。
私そんな夢なんか知らないわよ。
Are you saying that your imaginary friend kept secrets from you? What do you mean?
そうよ。その夢を持ち続けてるから私はこの年のままで生きながらえているの。
What is this? You have multiple personality or something.
あなたはその夢を大人になることで捨てたわ。いくら待てども時計を持ったウサギなど訪れないし。
How dare you? Rabbit holding a clock is real, damn you.
ハンプティ・ダンプティにも会えはしない。
That sounds familiar.
もちろんトランプの国に招かれたりも絶対にない。あなたは
I
そう
don't gamble.
諦めてしまったから大人だからもう魔女になりたいなんて思わない。それが本当の自分の夢であったことも忘れてしまったの。
とにかくやめて。
Wait, you want to be a witch? Sorry, you wanted to be a witch?
私はもう二つの夢を手に入れている。黄金と当主の座。それでもう十分なの。だからお願い。あんたの夢なんて知ったことじゃない。おとなしくしてて。
Oh my god.
いやよ。魔法面白いもの。
Fight, 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 fight.
それにあなたの二つの夢は私の魔法のおかげで叶ったのよ。
You did nothing. What do you mean?
なのに私の夢は叶えてはいけないなんて不公平よ。
あなたの魔法には感謝してるし、あなたこそが本当の魔女だと私は認めてるわ。だからもうおとなしく私の胸の中に帰って、そして二度と現れないで。
This would be funny if no one died.
いや
Yeah.
私たちお互いに勘違いしてるわね。そうよ。私はもうあんたじゃないの。あんたは後ろ宮エヴァ。私は黄金の魔女ベアトリーチェ。
So if Losa found the gold, will she become a golden witch? That'll be something.
だからあんたの胸の中に帰る義理はないの。さながらあなたという殻を脱皮して蝶になったような気分かしら。
Interesting.
熱で意識が朦朧とする。
The fever. It compels me to kill someone. I must feed.
私の魔力が未熟な分をあなたの正気で補ってるの。私が儀式を終えて完全な魔女になるまであなたに負担をかけるかもね。
AKA, I need you to fabricate an alibi. Cool.
それくらいは2つの夢を叶えてあげた対価ってことにしてもらうわよ。大丈夫。安心して。残る5人の生贄についてはあんたの家族は外してあげるわ。
Well, of course. You are so kind. You are so kind.
そうね。ルドルフ、キリエ、クラウス、ナツヒ。
wish you're rich enough to buy home theater. There are so many movies you want to watch on the big screen. What size of the TV would constitute home theater for you? I don't know. I think you could go with a sound bar and a subwoofer if like your space is limited and maybe money. I don't know, but probably. That's why when you become Eva's boy toy, he would feel me one. Sure, she would. Yeah, she with this face will build it for you. Yeah, assuming that you survive. You survive. Yeah. You want one the size of Bill Murray's home theater in Zombieland? I watched that, but I don't remember. Okay, I saw the picture. That's huge. Well, watch parties would be fun, I suppose.
あとは老いぼれの南條なんかどう？
Leave Nanjo alone, you witch.
ちょうどいいわ。この5人を殺すわね。
No.
あなただけに明かす殺害予告ってところかしら。
Okay, Eva. Now you have a chance to warn everyone. She did. Eva finally crouched down. Hideyoshi lashed up to her and lent her his shoulder.
大丈夫か？無理せんと休もう。
Yeah, paracetamol. Tylenol.
大丈夫かね、南條先生。エヴァ。
Or better yet, just eat cyanide. When Nanjo and Georgie tried to approach, Eva made a gesture to stop them. No, my power, my Shunibel power, I must contain them. Stay away from me.
ありがとう。大丈夫よ、南條先生。薬なら飲んでるの。こんな非常事態で申し訳ないけど。
I think she doesn't want anyone to touch her, because then they would know that she doesn't have a fever.
もう少しだけ休ませてもらうわ。
母さん、
That's what I think.
僕も肩を貸すよ。
Oh, interesting. Okay. Let's see what's her reply. I think if she let Georgie touch her, I think Georgie is an accomplice as well. Because there's a possibility that Georgie is the one who induced Maria to throw a tantrum to force Losa to go outside. But we'll see.
ありがとう。
Oh God.
お父さんが見ててくれるから平気よ。
Okay, he's fine. He's fine. Okay.
あなたは2階のいとこ部屋に戻って決して出てこないように。
Okay.
いいわね。何があってもゲストハウスを出ちゃダメよ。外には。
AKA, I don't wanna kill you.
魔女が。
もう喋るなや。みんなすまんな。わしはエヴァを部屋で看病しとる。なんかあったら呼んでや。
Yeah, sure. For sure. Hideyoshi and Eva retreated from the lobby. Of course, Eva wasn't the only one who wasn't feeling well. They had not gotten a wink of sleep since the previous night and had been pressed by tension since the morning. They were mustering their energy to protect their families. But if they relaxed even a little, surely every one of them would be down and out. That'll be interesting.
ここまでは順調であるが、ここからが難しいぞ。
I thought Batola doesn't want to see your face.
難しいとは？
Never mind.
大抵の場合、儀式が進行するにつれ犠牲者が増えると、多くの場合、一ところに固まって動かなくなるのだ。
That's easy. Just press some envelope. Problem solved.
それは我らにとって非常に都合が悪い。
I think every time. I think in the first and second episode, when something always happened to separate the groups, I think. Although I don't remember now.
それは私たち魔女が群れた人間に劣るということですか？
魔女が人間に劣ることはない。ただ時代が変わり人間が毒を持つようになったというべきか。
AKA Akan.
大昔の魔法が信じられていた時代は問題なかったのだが、現代人はあの小憎たらしいバトラがそうであるように基本的に魔法を否定する。
Oh, you mean fabricating a story, right?
つまり存在自体が反魔法的なんだ。その結果彼らはいつの間にか体内に魔法を否定する毒素を有するようになった。
つまり人間の数が多ければ多いほどその反魔法の毒素が強くなって私たち魔女には不利だとおっしゃられるのですか？
Let me translate this for you. They're saying that we can bum rush any adversaries if they're together.
彼らの魔法を否定する心の力、すなわち対魔法抵抗力の合計値がそのまま魔法力の分母となるわけだ。わかるか？そなたにはちと難しいか？
ご冗談を。
なるほど。
実に簡単にわかります。つまり魔法を信じない人間が多ければ多いほど、そしてその意志が強ければ強いほど魔法は効果を劇的に助産されるとおっしゃっておられるのですね。なるほど。そのような計算式ならば攻め方を考え直さなければなりません。
What are you gonna do? Fundamentally, magic possesses a vast power. It can even make a lane of fire fall from the heavens, divide a sea, and reviving a lost life isn't impossible either. However, that power is extremely weak against the toxin that rejects it. And the toxin has been piling up in humans since the time they forgot their respect for all things sacred, until finally the earth was covered with enough toxin that the miracles of magic could not be displayed. Thus, witches from across the world were chased from their dwellings. They were forced to choose whether to throw away their magic and live as humans, or live in hiding in remote areas where the toxin of humans did not reach. In that sense, Lokkenjima, with its population of only 10 to 20 humans, was extremely favorable for witches. And even more favorable was the existence of the ghost story about the witch who lived in the Lokkenjima forest. So I expect like some place in, like, let's say Nevada to have a lot of witches, I guess. Essentially, the fear that a witch might exist permeates the island to a certain extent, weakening the anti-magic toxin for the humans, a small population, and a margin of possibility to accept a magical being. In other words, minds that were only weakly anti-magical. Only in the valley where those two converged could a witch live in modern times. Okay. Just live peacefully then.
つまりその計算式によるならば、魔女が効率よく力を振るうにはいくつかのルールがあることになりますね。
Can you use magic to remove the rules? No?
一つは演出。人間の仕業とは思えない殺人を演出し、オカルト的な装飾を施して。
Hey, that sounds like something in the first Twilight.
彼らに魔女の存在を強くアピールし、浸透させることによって、その結果、反魔法力が減少して、魔法力の分母の減少も図られる。なるほど。第一の番の不気味な魔法陣の演出などはこれに当たるわけですか。
そうよ、その通り。
Wait, can Eva draw? Oh, Eva got the notebook from Maria. She probably could imitate some. Oh god, my energy is back. Can imitate some magic circle, and nobody can dispute the authenticity of the circle, even if they are drawn poorly, because Maria is dead. Nice.
毎回の第一の晩のどぎつい演出は全てそのためのものなのだ。別に決してわらわが残酷なのが好きで面白半分でやっていたわけではないのだぞ。
Can we take that as at face value?
だとしたら先代様、今回のは失敗ですね。殺し方が非常に地味でした。ただのミステリーにしか見えません。ロノウェイに聞いていますが、前回や前々回のように遺体をもっと派手に損壊してファンタジーに見せかけ、彼らに恐怖心を植え付けるべきでしたね。
まあ
Well, about that, our stockholder doesn't like that.
毎回それでは芸がないと思ってな。深く考えるでない。
Actually, it really had been her whim. After being told all that by Batola, she could not say it out loud anymore. But she had decided, oh god, she had decided her method of killing based only on a whim. Sorry, let me drink some water. Nor would it be better to say that she had half-heartedly let Lonaway decide, because she had left the locked room of this game's first twilight to him. But if Beato had gotten a cruel idea, then she surely would have explored the limits of atrocity even worse than the last game. Oh, that face!
ローザとマリアの殺し方についても先代様は自重するようにおっしゃられましたが、
Oops, sorry, wrong button.
私たち魔女に利する行為ではありませんね。実際彼らは現時点では魔女が実在するなんてこれっぽっちも信じてません。ファンタジーでなく完全にミステリーだと確信しています。
Well, this episode has a mystery vibe.
私たち魔女にとって失敗した展開です。先代様がどういうわけかぬるいやり方を繰り返したせいです。
ああ、そのだな。若いうちの苦労は買ってでもしろと言うではないか。
What does that mean in this context?
先代からそなたへのこれは試練である。慎んで挑むがよいぞ。
Beato tried to laugh heartily, but it was obviously a fake laugh trying to cover something up, and the new witch shrugged, sighing.
この段階から演出によって反魔法力を減ずるのは多分手遅れでしょうね。
Well, what you need to do is try to do 360 no scope with the guns.
となればもう一つの手。
What?
人間の分散が良いでしょう。
Okay, what would you do?
それが最も効果的であろうぞ。人間の人数が少なければ少ないほど分母の数は減るわけだ。
I wonder if these thought processes applies to the first and the second episode as well.
その結果、魔法力はてきめんとなる。つまり、この籠城状態をいかに崩して少人数に分散させるかがここからのポイントとなるわけだな。しかし彼らはもはや用心深い。容易には籠城を崩せぬぞ。前々回の金蔵の書斎での籠城、前回の客間での籠城、いずれましてや今回は老快な大人勢がほとんど残った状態での籠城となっておる。
Oh, that's true.
状況はこれまで以上に困難であるぞ。そなたが望むなら特別に助言を与えてやっても良いのだがな。
I was thinking, why did the servants die first? Because I find that most of the time, at least Genji was in on it in some capacity. So that's weird. If the first, oh, maybe because the accomplices are replaced by Hideyoshi, maybe. If the first murder case occurs in a close circle, the survivors hold up without fail, gathering together to observe each other and ensure their safety. Worrying about how to break the situation apart is probably the domain of murderers and mystery authors. So how ludicrous it is that witches who are meant to exist at the other end of the spectrum share in that exact same world. For a while, the new witch poked her cheek with her index finger, making gestures as though deep in thought, and eventually spoke. I'll use Hideyoshi, Lamau.
いいえ、結構です。試練ですから。
Let me guess. I don't know, maybe Hideyoshi might make some excuse to go to the mansion or something, I don't know. To get some drugs, I guess? I don't know.
先代様の手は借りません。
Ooh.
そうか。しかしだな。籠城を崩すのはなかなかに難しいぞ。
すでに手は打ってあります。
Oh, that was
きっと引っ
fast.
かかるはずです。
Okay.
頭のいいやつならむしろ必ず。
If they are smart.
そうか。
Who's they? The would-be victims?
そなたは優秀であるな。手のかからぬ弟子で、わらわは嬉しいぞ。
私、人に聞く前に自分で勉強するがモットーなので。
Cool.
それでは失礼します。
Bye bye.
獲物がのこのこと誘い出されるのを待たねばなりませんので。
Well, I like it more when Beatrice was doing the killings. But okay.
それではしっかりな。
As the new witch lowered her head, her face blank. She turned into gold butterflies and hid herself. Beato looked slightly unamused. It seemed she was lonely since she had not been relied on at all.
どいつもこいつも。わらわのことなど構いもせぬ。
Oh no, she has no friend.
魔女見習いめ。天狗になりよって。
What?
今に手痛いミスをして泣き言を言うに違いないぞ。
That's mean.
その時こそようやくわらわの偉大さを理解し教えを請おうとするに違いないのだ。
You're a bit terrible mentor, are you not?
それまでわらわは高みの見物よ。
She laughed loudly on the outside, but a laugh no one can hear is completely pointless. Beato started to feel empty and quickly stopped laughing. Runaway chose the time to show himself. He could have shown
失
faster.
礼いたします。バトラ様との第2の番のゲームが終了いたしました。
What was the results?
そうか。
Why are we not shown the game?
ご苦労であった。守備はどうであったか。
申し訳ございません。リザインさせていただきました。
What did he say?
バトラ様のローザがマリアを考察、その後に自己死は。
I thought you said in. Oh wait, let him finish. Okay.
赤にて両名他殺で切り返したのですが、エヴァを主犯に据えられた一連の指し手を切り返せませんでした。
Oh God, we think the same thing. That's not a good sign.
エヴァは秀吉にずっと看病されて部屋で寝ていたであろうが。
We'll say it in red then, I dare you.
秀吉も共犯で両名でアリバイを作った可能性を提示されました。
Oh God, we are agreeing with Butler. Is it wrong?
秀吉まで疑うか。
Yes.
殺害時には客室にいたと赤にて叩き切ってやればよいではないか。
Were they?
それも考えましたが、いずれにせよ数手先でいくつかの大駒を奪われてしまうかもしれません。
You telling me that they are all in the room? No way.
それにこの手が新しきベアトリーチェ様が撃たれた布石の可能性もありますので。
Is this a bluff or what's going on?
それを尊重することといたしました。申し訳ありません。
布石か。あやつ頭が切れるようだからの。好きにさせておくがよい。どこまでやれるか見ものだ。
Well, I think Hideyoshi was in the room, but I don't think Eva is there. I think Hideyoshi just yapping on his own.
そうおっしゃると思いました。弟子が可愛くないので、ご機嫌斜めとお見受けしますよ。
余計なお世話だ、あやつめ。ここからの籠城をどう崩していくつもりなのか、わらわもじっくり拝見させてもらうとするぞ。ああ、バトラの機嫌の方はどうなのか？
I think they are in love.
落ち着いておられるように見えました。やはりお嬢様が相手でないと盛り上がらないとおっしゃっておいででしたよ。
And that's the end of his Cinderella face.
そうか、そうであろう、そうであろう。第4の番以降はやはりわらわが復帰しないとバトラも寂しかろうな。
Well, he has Walikiria, so he'll be fine.
それでは私はこれで失礼させていただきます。美味しいクッキーを焼かねばなります。せめてお嬢様とバトラ様のお話が弾みますよ。
I wonder if Genji can actually bake cookies.
うん、あいつお前のクッキーボリボリ食ってたな。
Oh no, he's going to be fat.
やはり男の子だからお腹がすくのであろう。多めに焼いてやれ。
Why do you seem fond of him now?
かしこまりました。クッキーでテーブルを埋めてご覧に入れまし
She's really different from episode 2. I'm so lost.
それが良いぞ。
Is it a character development or is this like a farce?
なんだよ、話ってなんだ。
Kirie called Rudolph out into the corridor. It was obvious that she wanted to talk about something that she did not want the others to hear.
あのね、私
I am pregnant.
表へ出たい。
Why? Are you mad? Are you insane? I wanna go outside. Excuse me? A Kirie of all people? Oh god. Why is this happening? Battle to the death in the hall? Excuse me?
確かにわずかばかりの朝食では体が持たないが、もちろん分かってるさ。だがな、時間を置けばどんどん暗くなってくる。
Oh, excuse me. Oh, so it's about the food. Okay. Wow, Hideyoshi doesn't even have to do anything. Okay.
多分今が一番明るい。今が一番都合がいいんだ。
ローザさんたちが襲われてからまだ1時間も経ったかどうかですよ。いくらなんでも不用心です。
Yeah, Nasahi, tell them. Nasahi is the best. It was only natural that Nasahi was yelling about recklessness because Rudolph had said that he was going to the mansion to get food. Certainly, they were being tormented by hunger as well as their fatigue. In the beginning, they were just fine because they could fight their moderate hunger with their drowsiness. But now, it just made their minds hazy, and even though it was still only midday, their bodies felt like they were reaching their limits. The thought of going to the kitchen in the mansion and bringing back some food certainly was attractive.
私は反対です。多少は辛いでしょうが、断じてここを出るべきではありません。
Why did you not bring the food in the first place when you guys are in mansion?
私たちはいい。だが子供たちにひもじい思いをさせるのは心が親として責任を負わねばなるまい。
Are you going to?
あなた、お父様が亡くなられた今、後宮家の当主はあなたです。そのような危険を冒すことは許されません。
そうね、夏日さんの言う通りよ。クラウスさんはリーダーとしてここに残るべきね。
Oh.
なら誰が屋敷へ行くんだね。俺とキリエ、あと秀吉兄さんの3人で行こうと思う。
Okay, interesting.
俺と秀吉兄さんは銃を持ってる。そう簡単に向こうも手出しはできないはずだ。
ローザさんも銃を持っていましたが襲われました。危険ではありませんか？
Waifu, tell them.
ローザたちの様子を確かめに出た時、銃を持っていたが俺は一人だった。だが襲われなかった。男が相手なら、向こうも慎重なのかもしれないぜ。
Maybe.
男性が2人、そしてさらに銃も2丁。2人には護衛役に徹してもらって、荷物は台車で私が運ぶわ。
Well, you don't have a gun?
ローザさんの時とは状況が明らかに異なるはずよ。
わしを男と見込んでの話なら喜んで協力させてもらうで。こう見えても屋台を引いて鍛えた体や。
No, Kine, don't bring Hideyoshi with you. You're gonna get shot.
力仕事は任せてえな。
Oh no.
男性は護衛役に徹してくれていいの。使用人室に折りたたみ式の台車があったから、それを使えば私一人でも十分に食料が運べるわ。もちろん用心はする。そしてこの冒険を一度だけ成功させれば、私たちはここを出る危険を冒す必要はないの。
Nah, if we have food, I would sabotage the toilet, so you can't stay here. I'm smart.
なんとか考え直せませんか。皆さんに空腹を強いるのは心苦しいですが、しかし今の外は何が起こるか分かりません。
Yeah, Nasuhi, tell them.
用心するで。それにエヴァはだいぶ体調が悪いんや。空腹にはできん。胃袋が空っぽじゃ飲める薬も飲めんわ。
Well, whose idea is this? Is it Kide or Hideyoshi's?
エヴァのためにもわしは出かけにはならんのや。
エヴァの具合はどうなんだね。
ようやく寝入ってくれたとこや。熱も高い。しばらくそっとしたってや。
妻の体調があっては座してもいられんか。
No, don't let his lie. English. Don't let that be English. Good God.
外出を許可しよ
Don't let the lies work for you.
う。じゃあ俺たちはさっくりと行ってくるぜ。スピード勝負だ。
It's
缶詰は OK だよな。缶切りクレーこっちにあるよね。
はい。
and then a can opener broke the
缶切
mouth.
りと栓抜きはあります。
How convenient.
ゲストハウスに水道があるから飲み物は不要よね。10人分もあるんだから好き嫌いは言わせないわ。
よっしゃ、だだって走ってってさっさと持ってこようやないか。
Yosha.
傘なんてさせてる暇あらへんで。
じゃあ兄貴、留守番を頼むぜ。気をつけてな。本当ならば自分も生きたい。男に生まれながらこのような急場で力を貸せぬ長男の肩書きが恨めしい。
For you?
こういう時くらいしか俺らには見せ場がないのさ。
Yes, in more ways than one.
たまには譲って兄貴はのんびりしてろい。じゃあな、夏日さん、タオルの準備でもして待っててくれ。傘はささねえから濡れネズミで帰ってくるぜ。
わかりました。お気をつけて。
Rudolph, Kirie, and Hideyoshi, each leaving their own brave words behind, left the lobby. Okay, are they going to die? I don't want them to die. Compared, or maybe would it be Klaus and Nasahi who would die? That'd be weird. Compared to the time Losa and Maria had gone outside, the winds had picked up once again. Rudolph's group of 3 people jogged through the Rose Garden without umbrellas, holding their guns and a folded cart. If everything had been still and quiet, without the wind and the rain, they would probably have kept their ears open and moved with caution. But in this rain, even if some suspicious person was hiding nearby, it would be difficult to notice them. Because of that, it had been Rudolph's plan to instead dash through the dangerous area. If there was a chance that their opponent was equipped with a gun, then walking slowly with their guard up would only make them a target. It was probably correct to decide on swift action.
バラテーや、カモがネギしょってきたと思うとるかもしれんで。
頼むぜ。誰も出てきてくれるなよ。
Even as Rudolph and Hideyoshi continued to run, they looked around restlessly, vigilant of their surroundings. Losa and Maria's deaths had not been caused by a projectile. However, it was easy to suspect that the servants had been killed in such a manner. Yeah. Will they come flying out of the dark? Or will they take careful aim and snipe from the shadows? Either way, they could not relax their tension for even an instant. But even so, when they reached the overhang in front of the entrance to the mansion and escaped the reach of the raindrops, they felt themselves breathing a sigh of relief.
まずは問題なしやな。ローザさんの時とは違う。うかつに手は出せんやろ。
そう信じたいね。キリエ、俺たちが見張ってる間に鍵を開けてくれ。
ええ、SP が2人もついてお屋敷に帰宅だなんて実にエグゼクティブな気分よ。
Cool. And she dressed like one as well.
赤絨毯で召使いのお出迎えがあれば完璧や。
お出迎えか。あるかもな。用心しようぜ。
As the two cautiously surveyed their surroundings, Kirei unlocked the front door with the master key she had been given.
開いたわ。
秀吉兄さん。
Okay, but if Hideyoshi doesn't die but Kirei and Rudolph dies, Hideyoshi would be so suspicious. So I wonder how this will play out.
戦闘を頼めるか。俺は背後を警戒するぜ。
了解や。キリエさん、わしの影から出ないようにな。ほな、突入するで。
後方了解。援護するぜ。
Why are they? It's like they're playing soldiers or something.
男の人ってやん。この状況をちょっぴり楽しんでるでしょ。
You know what? I would.
諦めろよ。それが男ってもんだぜ。しかし相変わらずひでえ匂いだな。
Clear left. Clear right. Move. The anger mansion felt stagnant with a heavy silence, and worse, it was still thick with a stench from Kinso's burnt corpse in the boiler room, and they were struck with a strong desire to leave the mansion, although they were never planning to stay.
前方、問題ないで厨房まで一っ走りや。
とっとと済ませて引き上げよう。スーツが親父の匂いで燻蒸されちまうぜ。
The three of them dashed towards the kitchen. Oh no! And after they disappeared from the entrance hall, the new witch showed herself there.
まんまと誘い出されたわね。
計画通り。
私の罠にまんまと引っかかってくれた。
So you were in the mansion lying in wait to shoot them with Hideyoshi, I guess? The witch grinned. Thinking about it now, no matter how unbearable their hunger had grown, barely a few hours had passed since Losa and Maria had been attacked and had lost their lives. In that case, why had they needed to recklessly leave the guest house? Until that question could be dealt with, the only answer was that they had been caught out by the witch's magic. Maybe Kiren knows or suspect that Eva is in on it. So were they planning to interrogate Hideyoshi? I guess. I mean, if we look at this from their perspective, right? When Losa is dead, you know that their son, Batola, is in the room with the siblings, so it can be them. So, and Klaus and Nasahi were with Rudolfo and Kire. So I think it's very natural to suspect Eva and Hideyoshi, right? Maybe? I don't know. Or maybe they're just hungry. I don't know.
不用心なやつら。もう生きてこの屋敷から出しはしないわ。
No, not again. I want Kire to survive.
閉じよ。鍵よ。屋敷よ。
You don't need to lock. You know why? Nobody's coming. Oh. As soon as she proclaimed that, I think, the instant she proclaimed that, the mansion was sealed off in a separate world. Unless she were to dispel the barrier, no longer could anyone exit this mansion or enter it.
お見事です。無限の魔女を継承してからまだ半日も経たないのに、その才能に驚きます。まるであなたは 生まれながらにしての魔女のようだ。
Well, not only she's a witch, but I was about to say something that rhymes with a witch, but let's not do that.
だって私生まれた時から魔女だもの。あなたは瞬きの仕方を誰かに習うの？私が魔法を使えるのはそういうことよ。
Oh no.
恐ろしいお方だ。
Okay, even Runaway is unsettled. The witch's face twisted with brutality. She was beside herself with excitement at being able to toy with lives again.
さてさて。
What the?
まずはルドルフとキリエなわけだけど、どんな残酷な殺し方をしてやろうかしら。
Well, just shoot them for God's sake.
失礼ながら先代様より不必要な残酷なる殺害は控えるようご指示を賜っております。
Yeah, just shoot them.
そして第4の晩以降は生贄の捧げ方に作法がございます。それには煉獄の7姉妹の力を借りねばなりません。
Of course.
あら、そうだったの？
Gouge the body parts. Right.
そういえばそうだったわね。好き勝手に遊べるのはさっきの第2の晩までなのね。つまんないわ。またローザの時みたいに思い切り遊べると思ったのに。
Move on already, big
で
man.
もそれは最後の殺し方という意味でしょ？
Oh God.
と申しますと、
私が何度どれほどの殺し方をしようとも生き返らせて最後に碑文の殺し方に添えばいいわけでしょ？
Eva, there's 5 episodes left.
つまり私がどう遊ぼうと結局は問題ないってことになるわ。こんなに面白い力誰がおとなしくなんかするもんか。
Yeah, sure. Whatever. What is this laugh? Her wild logic was for an endless reach, an extremely valid argument. The sacrifices for the fourth twilight and onward had prescribed protocols for the method of killing, represented by things like gouge the head. However, that referred to the way they died in the end. In other words, in the process leading to that, she was free to tease and kill them however she wanted. She just had to keep on reviving them and follow the rules only way she killed them the final time. Even while Runaway glimpsed some talent as a witch in her innocent cruelty, he was beginning to notice a naturally brutal side of her.
魔女は見習いが最も残忍と申しますが、本当のようですね。ご随意にと申し上げたいところですが、
Oh.
ここはやはり自重なさった方が賢明でしょう。
Oh, good job, Runaway. Good job.
彼らは銃を持っています。銃のような反魔法力の高い武器は魔女や悪魔の天敵です。
But it wasn't a problem with Losa. She has a gun. The witch stared blankly at this demon butler who was unexpectedly afraid of guns.
話が違うわ。
Guns are convenient. They can do anything I want.
魔女は弾丸なんか追いかけられてもへっちゃらじゃないのかしら。
いいえ、普通の人間と全く同じように致命傷となります。
Okay, but would knives work the same way?
その弱点を蹴取らせないために、多くの魔女は厳重に防御結界や家具の守備によって身辺を固めるのです。
私にその防御結界というのはあるの？
銃弾をも無効にする結界の構築には十分な準備と儀式が必要です。
AKA, you need to buy a bulletproof vest.
残念ながら今のベアトリーチェ様にはございません。また銃弾を防げるほどの家具の召喚も現在はその準備がありません。
You mean servants, alright?
これほどの魔力を持つ大魔女になりながら、それでもやはり鉛玉に怯えなければならないのね。
Just sneak up on them and bonk them with your staff, like Assassin's Creed.
不愉快だけど仕方がないわ。となれば、 家具を呼び出して私の手足とすればいいわけね。
Oh, you can summon.
はい、危険に身をさらさず家具に全てを任すのもまた魔女の優雅なるたしなみでございます。ここは家具に任せ、ベアトリーチェ様は安全なところへお隠れを。
わかったわ。
Okay, who are you going to
煉獄
summon?
の7姉妹、誰でもいいわ。適当に2人。
Randomize. Leviathan and Belphegor responded to that call.
嫉妬のレビアタン。
Oh,
ここに。
Leviathan. Okay.
怠惰のベルフェゴール、ここに。
あんたたちの力を見せてもらうわ。標的ワルドルフとキリエ、秀吉はダメよ。さあ、あなたたちがどれだけ残酷な家具なのか、私に見せてみて。
How's Hideyoshi supposed to explain that he's the only survivor?
恐れながら先代様より不要なる残酷行為は控えるようご命令を賜っております。
Yeah, tell them, waifu. Tell them.
でも、先代様のご命令の範囲内でいたぶることはできると思います。
Okay, fine.
それでもよろしいですか？はっ、わかった。それで妥協するわ。簡単に殺してはダメよ。徹底的に追い詰めて死の恐怖を味わわせてから殺すのよ。それでいいのかしら、ロノウェ？
はい、程度をお考えいただければ問題ないかと思います。
ならお行きなさい。
What is this Geneva Convention
お任せを。
for
相手
witches?
は銃で武装しています。あなたたちほどのものならばかわすことはたやすいでしょうが、もしも当たれば致命傷ですよ。くれぐれも用心を。
ご心配なく、そのような無様は晒しません。
Good luck, waifus. The two sisters of Purgatory vanished. After bowing, Lonowe also disappeared. Okay, how would this go?
殺し方にまでルールがね。
It's a Geneva Convention.
なんで私が先代様に気兼ねしなくちゃならないの？窮屈でつまらない。
Ow. As the witch looked up at the portrait of the predecessor Beatrice hanging in the hall, she cursed. What did she curse? We don't know. But maybe, damn. The three had already arrived at the kitchen and were gathering food supplies. Thinking of the possibility that poison had been mixed in, they gave up on the alluring fruits and vegetables and gathered a whole cardboard box full of only the safe canned foods. Can you inject poison into canned food? It was very heavy, but by piling it on the cart, they could carry it well enough. With all of that, there would be plenty for 10 people to hold out until tomorrow's breakfast. Because I think I have heard of like someone using a syringe to inject, I think it was GHB into a bottle water or something. With all of that, there would be plenty for 10 people to hold out until tomorrow's breakfast. That would be enough while they waited for the boat. The two men were supposed to be devoted to guard duty, but the weight of the load was tough on Kirei, even with the cart. Hideyoshi, who professed himself strong, switched to being the cart pusher, and Rudolph and his waifu took up the task of guard duty. Oh, so now the guns is in waifu's hand. Okay.
これだけあればジョージたちも満腹やろ。帰るまでが遠足や。行くで。
行くで。When Hideyoshi vigorously proclaimed their departure, Kirei frowned, looking as though she was gazing into the distance. Can she sense magic? There was a wall in that direction. No, if her gaze could go through that, the hall was beyond it.
どうしたキリエ？
チリチリするの。
Uh-oh.
嫌な予感がするわ。
So now it's magical land? Kirei stopped, narrowing her eyes even further.
カンか？
In times like this, Kirei's intuition surpassed reason. Rudolph trusted that intuition English.
多分私たちは待ち伏せされてる。
Well, must be Eva.
さっきまではその気配はなかったの。でもたった今感じたわ。
Are you a witch as well?
たった今私たちは待ち伏せられた。
What was the magic in Hogwarts Legacy? Livelio, I guess. I don't know.
なら来た道を戻る義理はねえな。そこに勝手口があるじゃねえか。
Hey, that's easy.
そっちから出よう。
The Dorfu made to unlock the back door. When things were carried into the kitchen, they never passed through the part of the mansion that the family came and went from. So outside the back door, there was probably a slope for transporting things. Surely they would be able to leave through there with the cart.
なんだこりゃ。
What?
家庭。
Why? Wait, are they already dead?
くそ、どうなってんだ。
Maybe they're dead before even reaching the kitchen, like in the real world, not this narrative whatever.
開かないの？
ああ、壊れてんのかな。びくともしねえぜ。
Okay, Starly, thank you so much for coming. Bye bye. See you later. Your internet about to go down. What does that mean? The Skynet is powering up? Oh no. Well, okay, good luck with the internet as well. The Dorfu tried various things using force, then coaxing it, but the lock was as hard as stone and did not even budge.
無理せんと玄関から出ようや。もたもた時間を潰す方が今は惜しいで。
これが罠だってのか。
Yes.
わからない。用心して。
With strained expressions, the three of them returned to the hall again and headed for the entrance.
誰だ。
Oh, now is the time. The instant they exited into the hall, Rudolph noticed a suspicious shadow right in front of them and yelled. In that instant, a storm of gold leaves started blowing and gold butterflies dyed the area a golden color. Waifus! Oh, you look mad.
人間ごときが我らの待ち伏せを予見したか。
私のせいじゃないわよ。気配は消してたもん。
躊躇しないで。撃って。
Yeah, 撃って! The two guns spotted fire. The lead bullets blasted right through the pair's magic defense as easily as though it were a wet paper wall. But the two who should have been there had disappeared. Certainly, guns were very frightening objects for them, but there was no need to fear as long as they weren't hit. They at least had enough speed to dodge those.
ちょっと
Waifu!
名乗りも上げさせないつもり？
Nah.
これだから人間は嫌なのよ。
Leviathan protested, popping her head out from behind a pillar in the shadow of the staircase, a full 10 meters from where she had supposedly been.
ベアトリーチェ様のご命令により貴様らを撃つ。
Ah, let us do like men and women.
時間をかけてホフレとのご命令だ。抵抗は自由。されど無駄と知れ。
That voice came from overhead. Belfegor could be seen on top of the hall chandelier. Arrogantly looking down upon them, she proclaimed their execution with a cruel smile.
なんなんやこの姉ちゃんたちは。
They're your guns, Hideyoshi.
台車は忘れて。相手は2人よ。3回すれば全員を追うことはできないわ。
All three of them were well acquainted with the inside of the mansion. They had already made plans to run off in separate directions in the case of a crisis. Oh, they're good. Returning to the guest house by breaking windows or leaving through a back door. Fighting was forbidden, as long as they could get away.
36系逃げるが勝ちだぜ。
The three of them escaped into the depths of the mansion at full tilt. The two furniture calmly watch them go. Well, they're dead, right?
私は女の方をやるよ。
Best song. Let's go.
あんたは男。
了解した。
The two pieces of furniture in the shadow of the pillar and on the chandelier burst apart their human-like forms and leaving behind only the sound of hopping beetles colliding with the boss. They pursued their respective targets. Their speed was overwhelming and they easily blocked the other's path of retreat.
家具のお手並み拝見させてもらうわ。楽しませてくれるといいのだけど。
ベアトリーチェ様、緑に姿を現されない方がよろしいかと。
キングは緑に中央を動かないものよ。それが王者の魔女の貫禄よ。
Okay, don't know what that means. In front of Rudolph, who had boldly tried to escape to the second floor, Belfegor was already standing in the way.
抵抗もそして闘争も無駄だ。お前は何も考えなくていい。ただ目を閉じているだけでいい。
Okay.
私がすべて優しく終わらせてやる。
How nice of you. Ooh.
あんたいい嫁さんになれるな。
True. I know, right?
疲れて帰ってくる旦那はそういうの喜ぶぜ。
この後に及んで不埒な話をする余裕があると。良き獲物、ベアトリーチェ様、感謝します。死ねえ。
Oh no! Headshot? Rudolph fired first. But even before the bullet could hit her, Belfegor had already moved behind Rudolph's back. No! There she stood, her arm raised above her, a purple trail extending from it. No! How did you... Even Canon couldn't dodge... Wait, could they? Oh wait, he couldn't dodge the stake, not the sword. Right. However, even before that arm could decapitate Rudolph, unbelievably, Rudolph had swung his gun behind him. The barrel pointed behind his back from the same motion with which he had reloaded the sword of gun one-handedly. It was pointing right at Belfegor's chest. Tak krang. It was the sound of the ejected empty cartridge finally hitting the wall after the reload. In other words, it meant that the next shot was already fully loaded. Without turning around, his gun pointing right at Belfegor's chest, Rudolph grinned.
やるな、中年男の分際で。
西部劇世代をなめるんじゃねえぜ。ガキどもに。エヴァアクションの渋みは語らせねえ。
Okay, so it is a level action gun. Okay, that makes sense. Headshot, I hope. Did we get him? Just like Rudolph, Kirei was also confronting a demon stake in the first floor corridor.
間抜けなやつね。夫と一緒に逃げればよかったのに。さっきのは根性の別れになったわよ。
大丈夫よ、うちの人こういうのとても得意なの。すぐに白馬で迎えに来てくれるわ。私が困った時、彼が助けに来てくれなかったことはないんだから。
How romantic.
アスムさんがいた頃であってもね。
What? Who?
本当に仲のいい夫婦ね。嫉妬するわ。私は嫉妬のレビアタン。嫉妬こそ我が力。我が怒り。我が源泉。
同感ね。嫉妬は女の力の原点よ。
Wow, they're made for each other, huh?
それが力だというなら、あなたごときお嬢ちゃんになんか負けないんだから。
嫉妬を司る私によくも言えたわね。お前たち夫婦を再会などさせるものか。
Wow, you're getting better and better.
悲劇的な別れを与えてやるわ。
Does she does Kirei not have guns holding animation? the arm Leviathan swung trail purple. It was a magic blade that cut my voice. That cut by the power of malice. Oh wow! She's so cool! Kira guarded herself against that with her gun. Even though the magic blade should have been able to cut through metal like butter, the gun, with its extremely high magic resistance, was able to block the blade as easily as if it were a load-up newspaper. Rapidly, 2 times, 3 times, it blocked off them. She's good. Is she a furniture as well? And without missing the opening created when that purple trail took a long swing upward, Kide kicked Leviathan in the stomach with her heel. Almost like she was a lightly dancing feather, Leviathan was knocked away before the demon snake's feet touched the ground again. Kide had already perfectly captured Leviathan, who was in mid-air down the barrel of her gun. From mid-air, the 2 women who had spoken to each other of envy as power met each other's gaze. Do it! Do it now!
私、夫のいないところでは残酷よ。
Ooh, Sangoku again. Headshot! I hope. Did you do a body roll or something? A dodge low down the stairs? Ludolfo tumbled down the staircase. He had been gradually chased down by Belphegor and had been pushed back into the original hall. Oh no.
なかなかやるわね。派手さに欠けるけど。
ベアトリーチェ様、まだ終わっていません。姿を現されては危険です。
お前、まさか姉貴なのか？
Yes!
それはかつて私の名だった。でも今は違うわよ、ルドルフ。
言わなくても分かってるさ。黄金の魔女、ベアトリーチェだって言うんだ。
Wow, you're smart!
どうして分かったの？
Because he's smart.
ローザが殺された時から想像はついてたさ。
Ooh, okay. Wow, they're really smart.
ローザ、許しね。
Shoot him!
お前
Her,
の
I
地
mean.
獄にお前の大嫌いな姉を送っちまうことをよ。
Okay, that's a good line.
ベアトリッチ様、危ない！
Now, shoot him now! Ludolfo pointed the unforgivable barrel of his gun at the witch who claimed to have once been his sister. But Belphegor could not permit that and savagely attacked. She sprung at him, vanished, and got behind him. No! If he dodged that attack, she got behind him again. She vanished over and over, each time teleporting into Ludolfo's blind spot. You are not going to run out of bullets, are you? It was almost like she was a fairy. As she blinked in and out of vision, Belphegor incessantly drove towards Ludolfo.
これはこれで楽しいかもしれない。
You insane person!
ルドルフ、あんたの検討がどこまで続くか、ゆっくり見物させてもらうわ。
Just shoot her. Belphegor will have no choice but to guard her. How can you manage to be more insane than Beatrice? Then a dull tearing sound and Ludolfo's cry of anguish intermingled. Ah! Ludolfo had finally reacted too slowly in his dance with the purple trail which pressed upon him, and he had let it lightly cut him on his side. No! A single wound delayed a single one of his actions. No! That caused a new wound which delayed him from acting again. My eyes! The goggles do nothing. Before Goddess dance began to swallow Rudolph whole. Watching Rudolph's body gradually get halved up, his former sister let out a shrill laugh. How dare you! Leviathan could no longer hide her irritation that Kirei was absolutely refusing to allow her to deliver a fatal wound.
私は本当に愚鈍よね。7姉妹の中でいつも一番成長が遅かったわ。いつも私が遅くて弱くて間抜けだったわ。その劣等感が嫉妬となり、それを力として変換した時、私は姉妹の誰にも負けない力を得たのよ。
Wait, so if you are better than them, you would not have envy, and your power would reduce? What a self-correcting measures.
少
Power.
女時代の程よい劣等感は大事よ。女に化粧と努力を教えてくれるわ。
人間ごときにその力の限りを尽くすのは気に入らないけれど。
Ooh, are you going to limit break?
夫に全幅の信頼を寄せるあなたへの嫉妬を私は力に変える。気に入らないのよ。なんで命のやり取りをしてるのに。
どうしてかしらね。
You tell me.
分かってるの。必ず夫が助けに来てくれて自分を助けてくれるって信じきってるのよ。すごいじゃない。その信頼嫉妬に値するわ。
What kind of trust do we sisters have in each other? We sisters are always looking down on each other, trying to totally lambast each other and turn things from bad to worse.
いつも姉妹たちにいじめられてきたわ。
You are not even the youngest one, aren't you?
誰か一人だけでも味方になってほしいとずっとから。その一人だけの味方がいて全幅の信頼を寄せることができるあなたに私は最上の嫉妬を感じるの。
Cool story.
その夫を信じきった余裕ある表情、嫉妬が力を与えてくれるのを感じるわ。
What are we doing?
これは超えちゃうかもね。
The power is over 9,000! Oh, what's going on?
音速
Leviathan turned herself into a snake, and the speed of her flight as she attacked was proportional to the strength of her envy. Oh no!
姉妹たちに見下されたあの日、私は成長の早い他の6人を心の底から嫉妬した。7日7番をかけて嫉妬したわ。その末に得た私の力と速度を見るがいい。死ねー後ろ見やキリエー
Kirie! The demon snake exposed her true form, leaping about at a terrible speed. The noise from her colliding with and bouncing off the walls sounded like a machine gun. By now, Kirie probably could not tell whether it was a single snake or a swarm of beetles flying and bouncing around. Leviathan was certain of a greater than 100% chance of victory from the bottom of her heart. Then Kirie spoke with an unbelievably calm voice.
ルドルフさんと最初から付き合っていたのは私だったのよ。アスムさんが白々しく間に入り込んできて
Really? How dare she?
ちゃっかりと解任したのよ。
What?
ルドルフさんは悪くないわ。あの女が体を武器にして立ち回って
Did she?
ルドルフさんに婚約せざるを得ないよう追い詰めたのよ。アスムさんはバトラ君を身ごもってたわ。
Oh.
そして同じ頃私もまた男の子を身ごもってた。運命的なことに私たちの出産日は共に同じ日だったわ。
What kind of magic or miracle is this?
そしてアスムさんはバトラ君を出産したわ。だけれど私はダメだった。思ったことがあるわ。もしダメだったのがアスムさんで出産したのが私だったなら、ルドルフさんは婚約を解消して私と結婚してくれたかしら。
I guess so. Wow, that's a backstory that I did not expect.
でも私は子供を産めなかった。だからアスムさんが死ぬまで そしてエンジェを解任するまで私はアスムさんを呪ったわ。アスムさんなんか死んでしまえ。
Whoa!
そして私と再婚してほしいってずっと嫉妬して呪って、そしてやっとアスムさんが死んだ。
Did you kill her?
私は確信したわ。私には魔法の力があって、それが呪いとなってアスムさんを殺したんだって
Did you kill her?
でも私の嫉妬の炎は収まらない。内緒よ。バトラ君を見るたびにね、あの女を思い出しちゃうの。
No.
そしてバトラ君を見るたびにね、もし私の子が生まれていたら同じ年だっただろうなって思ってしまうの。私は今でも彼女を嫉妬し苛まれてる。今もこれからも未来永劫にね。
Okay, but despite that, she treat Batra really well. So respect.
7日7番姉妹を嫉妬したですって。
Gosh, she's so cool.
そうよ。
Okay. Oh my
笑わせ
god!
るなよ小娘が。
Oh, you little brat.
てめえに男を取られて18年間嫉妬し続ける女の狂気がわかるかよ。
Good god! She's amazing! If the Vietnam's power had 24 hours multiplied by 7 days or 168 hours worth of speed, then the power that Kyrie had accumulated was 24 hours in 1 day, 365 days in 1 year, and for 18 whole years. Even without counting leap years, it was 157,680 hours. 680 hours English. Compared to Leviathan's power and speed, it was more than 938 times greater. Is that how that works? So then even if Leviathan was soaring at the speed of sound, 1,225 kilometers per hour, to Kirie's eyes, it only looked like 1 out of 938 of that. Oh god, math. So then 1,225 divided by 938 is a speed of 1.3 kilometer per hour. They say that a human's walking speed is 4 kilometer per hour, so it was even less than half of that. She's so cool, almost the same speed as a baby crawling on the floor. So then, shoot her, I guess. Did she just survive though? The place in the time slow so much you could count all the bits of dust floating through the air. Kyrie looked at the demon stag with pity. She pitied the slowness at which it came towards her. Oh wow. And she lazily raised the barrel of her gun, almost as though she was trying to swallow the demon stag up with the gun barrel.
恋も嫉妬もあなた全然足りないの。出直してらっしゃい、お嬢ちゃん。
You're so cool. Hit the shuttle. She's amazing. God, I wanna see more of her. I feel like she's going to die here for some reason.
先ほどまでの異性はどこへ？池作りは魚が跳ねてるうちがいいわ。
Whatever that means.
死んだら面白みも何もない。
もう十分よ。殺しちゃえば。
そこまで刻まれてよくぞここまで耐えた。もう十分だ。あとは何も考えなくてよい。痛みなく生を奪い去っている。
No thought, he's empty.
待ってくれ。頼みがある。
Ooh.
最後にあれがやってみて。
What?
あれとは何か。
西部劇名物のあれだよ。背中を向け合ってから3歩歩いてズドンってやつ。
What?
決闘か。
Ah, deal honorably.
よかろう。それにて根性の未練が尽きるならば。
But you know how that works? Rudolph raised his wound-covered body and turned his back to her. Belfegor responded and faced her back to his. Belfegor had a sense of integrity that was uncommon in the witch's furniture.
言っておく。たとえ私の眉間に銃口を突きつけたとしても、私はお前が引き金を引き、私の頭蓋骨に弾丸が至るよりも早く。
そいつはもう骨身に染みてるぜ。お前は銃弾より早い。
それを知りつつ決闘を挑むお前の度胸に敬意を表し、付き合うんだ。感謝せよ。
お前は律儀なやつだな。いい女だ。惚れそうだぜ。
始めるぞ。3歩で良いのだな。まずは1歩。
What is this? Okay.
そして2歩。
3歩だ。これでいいのか。
そして3歩も歩いてまだ気づかね
えな。What?
俺の勝ちだね。お嬢ち
ゃん。何？
何？お前はもう死んでいる。Hit the shot. Rudolph turned around and fired off a bullet. Of course, Belfegor could easily see through the speed and trajectory of a bullet like that. It should have been no problem at all to dodge it. Oh, but you have a blood? But a spray of fresh blood flew about. Belfegor had set up an adequate magical defensive barrier, but before an incarnation of anti-magic power such as that bullet, it was completely meaningless. What happened? I thought he can dodge. The bullet had hit Belfegor right in the chest. The pain from the red caused her to grimace, as did the pain from the denial of magic. Oh, what? Did he not move? Did he just point the gun when she's not looking?
興ざめだわ。魔女の家具ともあろうものが人間に破れるなんて恥を知りなさいよ。情けない、みっともない。勝手に這いつくばって死んじゃえば。
やめな、兄貴。こいつはかわせたんだ。だがかわさなかった。車線上に姉貴がいることに気づいたのさ。
Oh, how you good? Really? Wait, so she was walking towards Eva? Oh, you're smart. Well, a bit unfair, but you're smart.
だから律儀なこいつはかわさずに受けて姉貴をかばったんだ。大手飛車取りに最後に気づいたんだ。
見事。
悪く思うな。お前が3歩歩く間にそれに気づけたら俺は観念するつもりだった。
あの散歩は私手心だったか。考えようともしなかった。
Oh.
私旅だった。
お前はいい女だったぜ。先に天国で化粧して待ってよ。
What?
きっと口説きに行くから。
You have a wife, Rudolph? As Belfegor slowly fell over, she lost even the power that kept her in a human form, and she turned as fine as gold dust and melted into thin air. At that point, Kire dashed in. It seemed that she had defeated her pursuer with her own hands. As she pointed the barrel of her gun straight at the witch, she ran up to the wound-covered Rudolph.
大丈夫？
Oh, you have a gun, like, sprite?
今誰か口説いてなかった？
ああ、いい女だったぜ。
She did.
もちろんお前の次程度です。悪いね、兄貴。
That looks so cool.
チェックメイトだぜ。
The two of them pin the witch down the barrels of their guns. Do it! Shoot! Shoot them now!
情けない家具たちね。
Well, just summon more stakes. You have 5 more.
人間相手に遅れを取るなんて情けない。
Don't call them
く
that.
だらない。
Oh, you're mean!
つまらない。
ベアトリーチェ様、ここは引くべきです。銃弾を防ぐ結界も家具もここにはありません。
What the? Wow. The witch began to let out a muffled laugh. It surprised not only Rudolph and Kire, but Lonoway as well. Bunny, welcome back. Wipe. Because a situation like this with 2 guns pointed at her was not one that could just be laughed off, even by a witch. But the witch laughed with pressure.
そりゃあ先代様の使い古しの家具じゃ無理で当然ね。私には私にふさわしい新しい家具じゃないとダメよ。
Don't sully the good name of my waifus.
私義理で使ったけどもともとお古は嫌いなの。
As she said that, she looked down at Belfegor's remains, which had turned completely into a pile of gold dust with disgust.
何の話をしてるかわからねえぜ。
Just shoot her, for God's
お
sake.
となしく両手を上げやがれってんだ。
Shoot her! Then the witch obediently raised her hands, but instead of raising her hands, because a gun was being pointed at her, it looked more like she was a conductor facing an orchestra waving her conductor's baton.
さあさあおいでなさい。私にふさわしき家具たち。
Okay, what would that be?
あんな安っぽい家具じゃなくてもっともっと強力な。
You can specify that?
残酷な。
Wow. It's like she's filtering the product pages.
妙な真似はやめて。
Shoot her!
引き金を引くわ。
Shoot her! In Jurassic Park voice. Why are you letting her do this? In response to the witch's call, the hall was once again buried in the color of gold. It was a wild dance of brilliantly radiant gold butterflies, and felt as though they had been swallowed up by an ocean of gold leaf. Lonoway was left shocked at that upsurge in magic power. That was because it far surpassed even that of his former master. What the? As their eyes were dazzled amidst the golden brilliance, a gunshot could be heard. Either Rudolph or Kire had fired aloud. My eyes! And after the golden glow had subsided, there was the witch, looking at least cool and composed. The bullet, Kire had definitely fired it from her into her, but it was not embedded anywhere in the witch's body. There it was. The bullet was fastened in midair, right in front of the witch's chest. Ah, the Matrix. Okay.
防弾結界。
How? A barrier which took even her predecessor a significant amount of preparation. In an instant, Lonoway's face was by now twisted in shock. And the surprise did not stop there. I know what the barrier is. It's Hideyoshi. As in, he shot them first. The group of gold butterflies created 2 humanoid forms. Oh? Oh? It was... Wait, waifus? It was a furniture summoning. Bunny! Oh my god! This game is for me! Sorry. Let me calm down. Let me drink some water. Let me calm down a second. Oh, they're so cute! Wait, they are going to kill people? And they're wearing military outfit as well. That's so good. The butterflies peeled off and flew away, and beneath them, furniture in the shape of girls showed themselves.
シエスタの姉妹兵
Siesta Shimaihe?
先代様でもおいそれと呼び出せなかったペンドラゴンの記念兵をいともたやすく
Pendragon's Memorial Troops?
シエスタ410ここに
Waifu!
シエスタ45ここに
Waifu! Ah, I'm in heaven.
私にふさわしい家具なんでしょうね。絵本の朗読から同伴デートに隕石撃墜まで
That came out of nowhere. Reading picture book to going on a friendship date to shooting down a meteorite. Well, one of these things doesn't like the other.
幅広くお答えしますよ。にひひ。お答えしないと竜王様に怒られます。
Dragon King?
何卒ご命令を大ベアトリーチェ卿。
Oh gosh, she's so cute.
ルドルフさん
I've died and go to heaven.
逃げましょう
Okay, there was a update, right? Let's see. Siesta 45, a weapon in a contract with Beatrice. 45 has an extremely meticulous and timid personality and is fairly paranoid. For that reason, she compensates well for the weaknesses of Yon Ichimaru. Slapdash personality when they work as a pair. Cannot bear silence and even becomes emotionally unstable unless she is constantly being given orders. Yonjugo excels in enemy search and being decisive. The sister's battle power is doubled by her support. I like her. But she has the one-wing eagle as well in the thigh. Okay. Siesta Yon Ichimaru, a weapon in a contract with Beatrice. Yon Ichimaru is a kid with character who has a unique and brazen way of speaking. Her hobby is teasing serious and uptight people, which is why she likes Yonjugo and Lucifer. Love-spoken but loves company and easily succumbs to loneliness. Gets depressed unless there is someone constantly giving her attention. Yonjimaru excels in finding control and even in close-range combat exhibits battle power that is second to none. Wow, her color scheme is similar to me. Oh god, this game is made for me.
こいつらはダメだ
Thanks to the same feeling that had alerted her to the ambush by the Seven Sisters of Purgatory, Kire clearly heard warning silence going off in her head, almost resembling screams. Without hesitation, they ran. As the witch elegantly watched them leave, she ordered her new furniture.
命令よ。逃げた二人を殺して、そして死体をここへ持ち帰りなさい。そしたら生き返らせて何度も遊ぶのよ。
What in the tarnation? The witch's expression twisted with an evil smile. Even though she feared that expression, Lucifer appeared and spoke.
恐れながら先代様よりそのような残酷行為は慎むようにと
When the witch stared at her with those terrifying eyes, Lucifer was struck dumb. She was unsatisfied. She was bored of not being able to let her own power and her own cruelty run wild. Irritated by her predecessor's furniture telling her to act with restraint, her discontent was at its peak.
傲慢のルシファーちゃんじゃない。お久しぶりに元気？また今度一緒に遊びましょうね。
Ah, he's so cute. Oh, welcome back. The internet did not go down as long as you expected. That's good, that's good. Hear me, hear me.
410死後はダメです。怒られます。
Ah, they're so cute.
大ベアトリーチェ卿のご命令を迅速に遂行を。にひ、お仕事の時間だに。410了解。追撃狙撃戦準備。
What is that? Booted firing guidance system.
地形データ収集、射撃用データ収集。
I love it. Bunnies people, military outfits, and shooting something. Oh my god. They're checking all the boxes. Initiating data collection.
410へデータリンク。410データ受領。
Forming firing curve.
標的を捕捉。地形誤差修正。射撃曲線形成。制御点補正完了。45へデータリンク。45データ受領。
Firing preparation complete. Accuracy 97.89. Well, that's good that we have like 2% to miss.
危険区域確認。あ、そこはダメです。
What?
後ろ邪魔だよルシファーちゃん。
What? Behind?
バックファイアで焼けるよ。
Backfire? Are you a Panzer Shrek? Are they going to shoot a rocket? The Siesta Shimai, through their mutual measurements, were able to instantly calculate the terrain inside the mansion and the coordinates of their targets, as well as a firing curve to reach them. Yes, their shots could be guided to draw a curved line. No one would be able to escape it. The precision homing ability of the Seven Sisters of Purgatory was nothing more than a cheap version of the ability these two held.
45射撃準備完了。
Oh, this is so good!
弾種選定装填。
I think Yonjuko is so cute. The two of them face each other, and as though they were both pulling back a bowstring together. Oh, it's a bow and arrow. Cool. The dazzling golden arrow was ready.
410射撃。
After they proclaimed that they were firing together, they released a single arrow. Oh god. As the curve taken by the gold sparkling snake of light drew a trail, it headed in the direction Rudolph and Kyrie had run in rapid pursuit. It turned through the corridors, crawled over the floor, chasing them as it drew a beautiful curve. Oh! No one could block the Siesta Shimai homing projectiles. No one could escape them, and their strength could pierce all physical and magical defenses. It was an all too merciless guided weapon of certain death. However, among mythical class soldiers, it was a weapon used by pretty much everyone. It was very commonplace for them, and very extraordinary for those of the everyday world.
なんだ
When he noticed something rapidly chasing them and turned around. No! Or 7. Rudolph was shot straight through the location of his heart by the ghost snake. Okay, so the shooter is pretty good. It all happened in an instant.
ルドルフさん
Kyrie, no! After the ghost snake landed Rudolph through, it swooped down to the floor, drawing a beautiful spiral, coiled itself around Kyrie's legs, and crawled up to her chest. How did that work? And just like Rudolph, it shot straight through the location of her heart. And all of that too happened in an instant. It impaled Rudolph and it impaled Kyrie. So they died at almost the same time, dropped to their knees at the same time, and fell over at the same time.
何これ圧倒的じゃない。
Bunny people reign supreme!
バカバカしいくらいにあっさりね。私ではこういう家具が向いてるわ。先代様の中古家具とは大違い。さあ、二人の死体をここへ。飽きるまで何度でも蘇らせて、思いつく限りの残虐な殺し方を試してやるの。はあ、魔女がこんなにも楽しいなんて。
Stop it! Get some help!
命を奪うことがこんなにも楽しいなんて。
The voice is amazing. The most shunned action to take for someone born a human is the murder of another human. It's only natural for a human not to understand how pleasurable it is to break this taboo. But she was no longer a human. She was a witch. And there were some pleasures that only witches could understand. By now, she had tasted those pleasures and was totally immersed in them. After learning that the contents of the forbidden pot were honey, she could no longer live without it. No, maybe the contents were honey because they were forbidden. In any case, the act of killing humans gruesomely and doing it over and over was by now giving her a drug-like pleasure. As the witch rolled over laughing, the ghost snake, which had just been fired, returned as though being hauled back in. The two were stitched at the tip and being dragged along. Kyrie, no! The witch's order had been carried out. Rudolph and Kyrie had been killed instantly, and their bodies had been carried back.
Siesta 45-410命令遂行を完了しました。
Ah, so cute.
大ベアトリーチェ教の次の命令を待ちます。
Why do you work for this insane person?
どうかご命令を。赤ん坊のおもりからネトゲのお相手。
Where did that come from?
スペースシャトル撃墜まで何でもお答えしますよ。
Why? But why?
こいつらは第4の番と第5の番の生贄らしいの。だから最後には役立たずの7姉妹。もう5姉妹か。
What do you mean?
こいつらを額と胸に刺してえぐらなくちゃならない。でもそれを最後にすればいいんであって、それまでを私がどう遊ぼうと勝手よね。
No, leave my waifu Kyrie alone. And my husband, Rudolph, as well.
待て待て待て待てそなたはわらわの言っていたことをもう忘れたのか。
おや、これは先代様。
We have time for this.
何か文句でも終わりですか。
あるに決まっておろうが、そなたはやりたい放題ではないか。なぜにわらわの言いつけが聞けぬのか。
やりたい放題で何の問題があるのですか、先代様。それに私は儀式のルールを逸脱しようなんて気持ちはこれっぽっちもありません。ちゃんとこの2人の死体を後できれいにして額と胸に杭を打ち込んでおきますから。
そういう問題ではないというに、あまりに品がなかったり残酷だったりするとだな。
Couldn't Beato just say that she has a guest that's an honored guest that's watching the thing and doesn't like cruelty? I mean, that could have worked so well, no?
気を悪くする者もおるかもしれぬし。
Yeah, like Batola.
先代様がどこかで戦っているとかいうゲームの相手ですか。
Did Lonaway tell you this?
どの上に聞きました。
Oh, okay.
しゃべりめ。まあ正直に言うとそういうわけだ。ちょっと目に余るとその講義を受けてな。
先代様にわざわざ伝言などさせず直接講義にいらっしゃればいいのに。臆病な方です。
こことはその異なる世界の住人だからの。わらわを返さねばならぬのだ。まあとにかくだな。
ということはその方は私に何か干渉したくてもできない。そして私も干渉したくてもできない。
Maybe?
それくらいに遠い世界の無縁な方との認識でよろしいですか。
うん。例えるならとても近い2本の平行線の世界とでも言おうか。とても身近な世界なのだが、平行線ゆえに2本の線が交わることは決してない。
That's a good comparison.
そんな世界ととりあえずは認識してくれればよい。
交わらないということは私とは関係ない世界のことということです。
So he doesn't care.
もしその方の代弁で私に自重しろとおっしゃられてるのでしたら、その方に交互伝言をお願いします。
Oh god, she's going to be unhinged, isn't she?
あやつにかなんと伝える？
余計なお世話だよ。消えろよババア。
It's a man, Eva.
へそでも噛んで死んじゃえば。
Emotional damage. Oh god.
失礼しました。先代のお友達でしょうから、多分女性だろうと想像しただけです。
Oh god. Just battle with each other already.
ババアと言っても決して先代様のことではありませんから、どうかご容赦ください。
Fight. When she spoke, the witch was looking straight into Beatrice's eyes. Anyone in that place would be able to figure it out just by looking.
先代様、とても不思議に思うことがあります。どうして先代様はその別世界の方とゲームをして
Asking the real question. Good job, Eva.
魔女だと認めてもらわなければならないのですか？
それはだな。
Because Bartola is Beatrice's husband.
すべての人間に魔女の存在を認めさせることが完全なる支配につながるからである。一人頑固者がおってな。どうあってもわらわを魔女とは認めんのだ。
どうしてその人間の認可が必要なのですか？魔女が魔女であり魔法を振るうことにどうして人間に認められる必要があるのですか？
だからな、前にも話した通り、魔法というのは
私は魔女です。別に誰の認可がなくとも魔法が使えますが、何か
Okay, that's not fair. I feel like Eva could do all this because of the environment that Beatrice set up. So this is like when young people oh god. It's like back in the day, oh no. It's like young people who doesn't know the like why something exists, right?
この世界ではな。しかしだな、それをあやつが認めない以上はなんと説明すればよいのか。
説明いりません。だって決して交わることのない別世界の話じゃありませんか。それはつまりない世界も同じということです。別世界でゲームで戦っていると先代様が妄想を語っていることと何にも変わりません。重ねて言います。私と関係ない話です。そして私はもう魔女です。
Can you take back the witch certification?
先代様はどうやらその何者かに認めてもらえないと魔女になれないようですが、私は違います。
I thought she's a witch.
誰に認められずとももう立派な魔女です。先代ということであなたに形式的な敬意は捧げますが、それは私の行為であって義務ではありません。
Oh god, just fight each other already.
もう私はあなたの助言など求めていないし、これからどうすればいいか、どう遊べばいいかはっきり分かってます。だから13人殺しの儀式まではあなたへの最後の敬意だと割り切って行い、しかしそのやり方やその後のことについてはあなたに口出しされる言われは全くありません。そういうことで一つよろしくお願いします。
At a glance, those words seemed obedient, but they contained within them a clear parting of ways. They were saying, as clear as could be, I have no more reason to rely on you, so don't get in the way of my fun. Bertolt understood that and was dejected, realizing that no matter how she explained it, she would not be able to make the witch understand.
そうか。ならばわらわはもう知らぬぞ。魔法は敬いの気持ちなくして存在できぬことを身をもって知るがいい。
Yeah!
あなたがこれまでに縦横無尽に暴れてきたそれがどう敬いがあったのか教えてほしいものです。
Well, it's conducted in a way that's seemingly impossible. That's the point. in I think Eva's murder, they're not locked room. They're like outside. Like it's definitely not magic. After hearing that, Beato could not respond because she remembered hearing exactly the same thing from her master.
シエスタの姉妹先代がお帰りよ。お見送りを。にひひひひ。先代様、どうぞこの場はお引き取りを。でないと私たちが叱られます。
Throughout her body, Beato felt something invisible in the Shiestashimai eyes, which could only be described as an oppressive feeling. Oh, they're aiming? Most likely, they were initiating firing calculations. It was an action much like taking out a gun and cocking it. Even Beato could not escape from the Shiestashimai attacks without any preparation. In the past, she had placed her greatest trust in them, so she knew down to her very soul how terrifying they were.
先代様、お引き取りを。これ以上、ベアトリーチェ様のご機嫌を損ねられるのはお勧めできません。
先代様。
わかった。わらわはこれにて退場する。そなたがどのような顛末をたどるか、ゆっくり鑑賞させてもらおうぞ。
Did she got usurped? What's happening? The magical world is so complicated. That was as close as you could get to a loser's last retort. So after Beato hit herself, the witch and her furniture fell over laughing. Why they're so mean?
まあ、わかる。無限の力は楽しい。有限の極みである命を自在にもてあそぶ快楽は味わったことのないものには説明できぬ。その快楽に取りつかれる気持ち。
さぞや楽しかったでしょうね。かつてのあなたのはしゃぎぶりを見る限り。
あれがかつて何度も諭そうとしたお師匠様と、それに耳を貸さぬわらわの姿だというのか。
なぜあの子の行為を咎める気になったのですか？
Because of my love for Batala.
あなたにはあの子と大きな違いが一つあります。あの子はすでに魔女かもしれない。もちろんあなたも魔女です。ゲーム版の上の世界では。しかしゲーム版の外の世界で魔女だと認められるには、ゲームの対戦者であるバトラ君に認めてもらわなくてはならない。
Oh.
あなたはそれを理解してゲームを始めたはずです。
魔女である証拠を暴風のように見せつけ、わらわを拒否する気持ちを吹き飛ばし、屈服させればわらわを魔女と認めると思った。前回うまくいきかけたので、もう一息だと思ったのだ。
実際は逆です。バトラ君はあなたの残忍さに呆れ果てていました。そしてゲームの対戦者として登壇したのは、あなたを対等な対戦相手だと認めたからではない。残忍な魔女の存在を一切認めないという強い敵意に基づいてです。愚かなあなたはバトラ君が対戦者の自覚を持ってくれたことを、自分を魔女だと認めさせる第一歩のように感じていたのでしょう。でも実際は全くの逆。バトラ君はあなたを魔女だと絶対に認めないためにあなたのゲームに挑んだのです。浅はかな北風がいくら吹きつけようと、旅人はマントをより深く着込むだけ。
Oh, she said a thing.
あなたは大きな間違いを最初から犯しているのです。このゲームはバトラ君を屈服させる拷問などではない。あなたがバトラ君に認めてもらうために努力する試練なのです。
That's a good way to view the game.
うすうすはよ、気づいてたさ。
前回はバトラ君にとって辛いゲームでした。しかしもう気づいたようですね。今回はあなたにとって辛いゲームです。
わらわはこれからどうすればいいのだ。
Yeah, because the mystery is way easier than the last time. I feel like I have to glean similarities between this episode and the last episode.
あなたが自分で考えるのです。幸いにもあなたはもうゲーム版の駒を降りて新しき魔女に委ねました。じっくりと自らについて思案する時間があるでしょう。
バトラーはもう敵意の塊じゃねえかよ。
Waifu,
魔女
no.
は認めない。そしてわらわも認めない。それでどうやってバトラーに認めてもらうんだよ。北風でダメなら今からのこのこ太陽で照らせっていうのか。
Yeah, wow, be kind to him. That should work, right?
このわらわが今さら
Be a good witch that anyone could accept.
今は10月、ハロウィンの季節ですね。
Okay, what does that matter?
太陽が死に再びよみがえる再生の月です。よみがえったばかりの弱々しい太陽は冬の木枯らしに遠く及ばないでしょう。しかしじっくりと成長し、やがては春の訪れを告げることができる。
Go to Butler, pat his head, and tell him what a good boy you are, or something.
その時旅人はマントを畳むこともあるかもしれない。
わらわ間違ってるというのか。
What an interesting episode. The beautiful hall of the Ushinomiya mansion was covered in a golden like gold leaf and stained deep red with thick spurs of blood. The number of deaths given to Rudolph and Kire had long surpassed anything you could count on both your fingers and your toes. The witch was breathing so hard her shoulders shook, but it wasn't because she was tired. She just couldn't hide the lagged breathing caused by her still uncontainable excitement.
人の生き死にを自由にすることのなんと楽しいことか。
You evil!
無限の魔女の力の前には私が思い描く無限のすべてが実現するわ。どんなにぐちゃぐちゃにすりつぶしてやったって私は指を一つ鳴らすだけで元通りにして蘇らせることができる。そして最後に申し訳程度に碑文に沿った死体に戻せばいいんだからね。ねえあんたたち、ぬいぐるみのお腹を裂いたことってある？
Who are you asking? No.
ないです。
Ah, thank you. Good job.
45は？
Oh, Phil. Okay, our rabbits are not insane. Oh, I'm scared.
やったことありません。申し訳ありません。
No, don't apologize.
当然よ。普通ないわ。
Why would you?
ましてや、お気に入りのぬいぐるみだったらなおさらよね。でもずっと思ってた。こんなにも大好きでふかふかのぬいぐるみの中には何が詰まってるんだろう。
We're just going to a library or Wikipedia.
いつか覗いてみたいってずっと思ってたわ。
The fun is in non-destructive analysis, my good man. If you cut it and look inside, your curiosity might be quelled, but the stuffed animal would be broken. So even though you want to see, you can't. You understand that feeling, right? No, never.
無限の魔女の力はまさにそれを叶えてくれる力なの。
I'm just content that the stuffed animal are cute, and that's that.
今の私は好きなだけぬいぐるみを裂くことができる。なのに魔法一つでそれを元通りに蘇らせることができるわ。
You mean copium?
そ
Okay.
れはつまりこの世のあらゆる制約を打ち破ったということ。今の私には躊躇することも思いとどまることも何もないの。その喜び、誰にもわからないでしょうね。無限の魔女の私以外誰にもわからない。
What does that say about battery keys then? Like, why would she... Like, I don't think people force the magic on her. So I assume that she want or gain that magic somehow. So the question would be why and how. As the witch let out a euphoric cry, she revived Rudolph and Kyrie again, and faster than they could realize it, she killed them right away. Oh god. As she made it known that something other than cotton was stuffed inside those two.
予算かエヴァ。
予算かエヴァ。
あんたいたの。
In that hall of tragedy, Hideyoshi showed himself his gun ready. The witch had sealed the mansion with a barrier, so Hideyoshi had nowhere to run. He had probably picked up Rudolphus or Kire's gun and come back. Shoot! Ha! It seemed that the gun, which should have been something to be feared, was no longer an object she took seriously now that she was overflowing with magic power. Her bold expression did not flinch in the slightest.
なんでローザさんやマリアちゃんやルドルフ君やキリエさんまで殺さにゃならんのや。
はあ、私は後ろ宮家の当主にして六軒島の魔女よ。この島では何を起こそうと全ては自由自在。今だけの一瞬を切り取ってその生き死にをどうなど私には無意味なこと。
Why don't you just create some human, like a completely new human, and just kill them? That'd be so much better. Hideyoshi was struck speechless by that all too callous response from the witch. Could someone's personality change so much just by finding Kinso's gold?
どんだけ高く積まれた黄金やったやろな。わしには想像もつかん。お前の正気を失わせるほどのものだったんやろ。だがな、そんなにもたくさんの黄金やったならなして気前よく分けっこしたろって思わんかったんや。
誤解してるわ。あれは全て黄金の魔女のものよ。私以外の誰にも触れる資格はない。
Wait, so are you going to give some to Ushinomiya Eva?
お前は何や。昔聞かせてくれた少女時代の魔女だったエヴァだとでも言うんか。
What?
そうよ。あなたの妻の後宮エヴァの胸の中にずっと住んでいた。そして魔女なの。エヴァは私を忘れることによって大人になったわ。だから魔法が使えない。
誰だって子供の頃には無邪気だけれど残酷な妄想に頭を膨らませることはある。
The word crew or sankoku are used very liberally in this episode, huh?
わしかて小さい頃はアリを踏んで回ったりトンボの羽をむしったりして遊んだことがあるわ。
What? You insane person! Why would you do that?
しかし命の大切さを学んでそんな残酷な幼年時代から卒業するんや。
I've never hurt. Well, I've slapped some mosquito when they are biting me, but I've never like willingly just kill insects just because of curiosity. It's so weird.
今のお前はまさに幼年時代そのものやで。エヴァが卒業したはずの人格なんや。それはエヴァやない、別の人間や。
そうよ。私後宮エヴァじゃない。黄金の魔女ベアトリーチェだもの。
I am the delusional person, Beatrice.
楽しいわよ。何の制約もしがらみもなく生き死にを自由にできるこの閲楽は本当に素敵。割った金魚鉢を謝らなくていい。そして好きなだけぬいぐるみを裂いていい。私は
What the? A dry sound. It was the sound of Hideyoshi slapping the witch's face. What? By looking at the hall stained deep red with fresh blood, he should have been able to imagine how terrible the witch was. But without fear, without even hesitating, Hideyoshi had walked determinedly up to her and hit her on the cheek. Ooh, wow. The face. Oh my.
三角ぶるなや。ほんまは臆病者の弱虫のくせに。
What?
わしがまた更生させたるわ。このシャワルが。
Yeah, you wicked woman.
このアホ。ア
ホ。
痛い、ちょっと。
命の大切さとか儚さとかそういうのが分かる女やったのだ。わしが思い出させたる。
This is great.
何が魔女や。アホ抜かせ。お前はわしの女房の後ろ宮エヴァや。冷蔵庫の残り物でちょいちょいと気の利いたつまみを作れる台所の魔女が先の山や。
Okay, that's a bit sexist.
目を覚まさんかいこのアホんだらが。
後ろ宮エヴァじゃないって言ってるでしょうか。
The face. Oh my god.
アホ抜かせ。この
Oh god, is he going to die? What would Eva shoot him? As tears dripped down his face, she kept hitting the witch's head. He wasn't even pointing the gun at her anymore, so the sound of gunfire could not have come from the gun Hideyoshi was holding. No, the gun, which had fallen in the corner near Rudolph's body, was floating in the air as smoke lingered near the barrel. Oh. No, it wasn't Eva. It probably was either Rudolph or Kire were defending themselves from Hideyoshi, I guess. Okay, that makes sense. Okay. And the bullet, a red stain, was slowly spreading across the chest of Hideyoshi's waist. Even though his back was facing the barrel of the gun, the bullet was embedded in Hideyoshi's chest. Now I have mixed feeling. Seth, you're right. If you got shot by Rudolph. Oh no, Hideyoshi, no! If you get shot by Eva. So, there.
私はエヴァじゃないと言ってるのにバカでうざい男ね。あんたしつこいから第6の番の生贄に変更してあげるわ。
Okay, I think what happened was Eva was waiting inside the mansion to ambush Kire and Rudolph. Hideyoshi was there, so when Eva and Hideyoshi tried to shoot Kire and Rudolph probably managed to shoot Hideyoshi, but Eva probably shot Rudolph and then Kire there. I think that's what happened.
どこかのベッドの下に隠れて震えてでもいたなら見逃してやるつもりだったのに。
Because the gun was with Hideyoshi and Rudolph. Kire originally didn't have a gun, but this fabricated story probably misleading us that the gun was given to Kire, but I don't think that it was given to her at all. They probably got ambushed way before getting to the kitchen, maybe.
わざわざ戻ってきて本当にバカな男だわ。
7. Thunk. There was a dull sound as Hideyoshi fell to the floor. Even though he would be able to escape his pain by dying, he resisted that until the last second. And staring straight into the witch's eyes, he passed away. Because he had died without closing his eyes. For a short while, the witch didn't realize that he was dead, and she remained pinned down by that gaze.
こいつも新しいおもちゃにして遊びます
That'd be improper. At those words, the witch finally realized that Hideyoshi was dead. Oh.
そうね。どうしようかしら。
Or she does feel bad? The siesta Shimai waited for instructions. On the inside, They imagine an order even more brutal than before from their master, but the expression that lost to the witch's face looked as though she had gotten over her excitement. She looked down at Hideshi's face, which still had tears dripping down it.
この男のせいですっかり興ざめだわ。もうやめた。ロノウェアいる？
はい、ここに。
後片付けをお願い。
So that's the butler duties.
先代様もうるさいしね。あのババアが納得する程度にきれいにしておいてちょうだい。一応先代様への義理で儀式のルールには従うわ。この3人の死体を第4の番から第6の番ってことでお願いね。
Okay, so just two more, right? So it's probably Klaus and Nasuhi? Oh no, I don't want anything to happen to Nasuhi.
ルシファー出番よ。
傲慢のルシファー、ここに。
その3人の死体ほじくってえぐっといて。
Cool.
死体をですか？
そうよ。何か不満？
いえ。
The seven sisters of Purgatory had a modest sense of pride. It was the pride of a hunter, the pride of gouging prey that they had brought down themselves. However, being told to gouge a corpse that someone else had brought down ran contrary to that feeling. Okay. I think I've said this before. I realized that some corpses are shot. Then the stake, the demon stake, then pierce into the gunshot wound after. So I feel like this dialogue is hinting us that that's what happened. And also 45 is probably the caliber, right? Winchester 45, I guess. I have never seen like 410 caliber before, so I have no idea. But 45 we saw a lot in games, right? Of course, that was not the witch's intention, but for the Seven Sisters, it was horribly humiliating. However, they had already messed up with two of the sisters defeated, so they had no right to question her. Only Lonoway appreciated that, and he rested his hand on her shoulder in understanding.
ベアトリーチェ様のご命令ですよ。ルシファーは3人を選び、儀式の作法に従い処理をするように。あと、できましたら私のお片付けにも手を貸してください。
What? I thought she has to transform into steak. So how would she finish and help with clean up? What?
かしこまりました。
The witch looked down upon Hideshi's corpse, as though implying that this somehow weird atmosphere was all Hideshi's fault.
バカな男ね。死なずに済んだのに。あなた。
Oh no.
あなたどこ？
He's gone forever.
いるわよね。返事をして。
The sound of loud thunderbolt woke Eva from her nightmare. If Hideyoshi had been gripping her hand at the time, her fearful heart would probably have been instantly healed. However, Hideyoshi, who has sworn that he wouldn't leave even for a moment, was nowhere to be seen in the room.
返事をして。あなた。
Nice. Okay. What time in game is it? Oh, 1:30 p.m. Okay. I haven't. I think this game isn't strict on like time much, right? I think that's why the clock doesn't give you time to read, I guess, because it's not important. Just you know, go with the flow. You just know where everyone is before the crimes or whatnot. But yeah, it's very late, so unfortunately, we have to end it here for now. So I have fun. I hope you have fun as well. So with that, let me end it here for today. So thank you very much for watching, and we'll be seeing you the next time. Please take care of yourselves, and goodbye.